Chapter 1805 Princess Secret. Star God has absorbed a large amount of sacrificial power this time, and will need to go into seclusion for a period of time to refine it. Her current situation is much better, causing Qingyun to feel a lot more at ease. Big Sister Star God. Although the appearance of the imperial clans can temporarily unite the gods of the divine wasteland and intimidate the Nine Suns sects from acting recklessly, you still have to be wary of the Nine Suns sects. Qingyun warned, those fellows will definitely not let you off. Star God has often offended the Nine Suns sects before. Now, because of the appearance of the Dark Royal race and Imperial race, the Nine Suns sects' power has been suppressed. Therefore, the 8 Nine Suns sects do not dare to be so arrogant. Star God said, don't worry. I will be fine. I will go into seclusion first. Contact me again after a period of time. After Qingyun cut off contact with Star God, he lied down on the ground and rested while recalling what happened during this period of time. The Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation was created by him. It is indeed a very powerful formation. When used together with Divine Universe Golden Stone, its attack and defense are extremely terrifying. Princess Anya has always been searching for the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation. I wonder what she can do with it. Ling Yun'er said, this woman knows many secrets. Xiaoyan, do you want to chat with her? Qingyun also has this plan. Princess Anya has the complete bloodline of the Nine Sun royal race. He is very curious about the Nine Sun royal race. He always felt that it is impossible for the Nine Sun royal race to leave nothing behind. Bloodline usually has inherited memories. If Princess Anya has the complete bloodline of the Nine Sun royal race, then it is very likely that she knows something. Qingyun said, the Nine Sun royal race had passed down many runes. These runes were also scattered throughout the 3,000 heavenly domains, benefiting them greatly. In the Nine Sun heavenly domain, the birthplace of these runes, because the Nine Desolate Land experienced the disputes between the Dark Royal race and the Imperial race, and then experienced many world extermination. These runes were lost. This is also the reason why the Nine Sun heavenly domain is relatively backward in terms of runes. Therefore, Qingyun believes that the Nine Sun royal race must have left behind many powerful rune inheritances in the past. Princess Anye's parents came from the Darkness royal race and the Tharch race respectively. Furthermore, they had the purest bloodlines of the two races. That was why she had the complete Nine Yang royal race bloodline. Ling Yun'er said, that Nine Sun goddess once appeared in Princess Anya's dreams. I don't think this matter is that simple. Qingyun thought about it, then took out the magic mirror and contacted Long Yuqing. Yuqing, what are you doing? Qingyun asked. Me, I'm busy. Long Yuqing is currently inside the Divine Inscription Mountain, eating delicious divine fruits. The devil mirror is placed on the ground. She is chewing on the fruit while talking. Qingyun could hear that she was eating and said with a smile, Yuqing, I want to talk to Princess Anya. My Nine Dragons, Heavenly Origin Formation, should be able to help her. Okay, you can contact her. She also had the magic mirror. She will be called Princess Anya. Long Yuqing happily said because she and Princess Anya are good friends. Qingyun quickly contacted Princess Anya through the magic mirror. Princess Anya did not participate in the great battle in the 10,000 Snake Mountain range. Her cultivation is not strong enough, and she has to cultivate in the dragon manner. Princess Anya, I am Qingyun. Qingyun said, do you have time? Let's meet up. I have something important to discuss with you. If there is anything, let's talk in the magic mirror. Princess Anya's ice-cold voice came. I am cultivating. I don't want to run around. Qingyun said, I have a Nine Dragons Heavenly Origin formation. Do you believe it or not? Princess Anya was silent for a moment and said, I believe it. Where are you? Qingyun said with a smile, can you come to the Thunder Fog Heavenly Forest by yourself? If you can't, I will come find you. I will come find you. Princess Anya said, I will be there soon. I have a teleportation talisman to go outside the Thunder Fog Heavenly Forest. Qingyun put down the magic mirror and said with some surprise, this Princess Anya is actually so sure that I have the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation. Ling Yun said with charming smile. Xiao Yun, maybe Princess Anya knows the connection between the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation and the divine universe golden stone. Didn't Yu Qing say that she knows many secrets? Qin Yun nodded. Not long after, Princess Anya arrived outside the Thunder Fog Heavenly Forest. Qin Yun controlled the Heaven Leaping Shuttle and arrived near Princess Anya and teleported her inside. Princess Anya entered the main control room of the Heaven Leaping Shuttle. It is very spacious and has many very comfortable chairs. Qin Yun is sitting on the largest chair in the middle. You are an immortal emperor? Your breakthrough is so fast. I am also about to become an immortal emperor. Princess Anya is wearing black battle armor and helmet. She is dressed as if she's going to fight. Did Yu Qing tell you that I have the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation? Qin Yun said. No, I suspected that you have the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation before, because only through it can you quickly use the energy of the divine universe golden stone. Princess Anya said. The reason why you can kill a large number of heavenly monsters is because you can stimulate the energy of the divine universe golden stone. Qin Yun repeatedly warned Long Yu Qing not to tell anyone about him possessing the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation. Sure enough, she is very tight-lipped. How much do you know about the divine universe golden stone and the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation? Qin Yun said. Is the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation really formed naturally? The matter of him killing the heavenly monsters was circulated in the Devil Mirror, but it was quickly deleted by the Devil Mirror Immortal Emperor. Qin Yun remembers that Princess Anya is very certain that humans are unable to refine the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation. She also insists that the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation is naturally formed, and there are only 9 of them. Not at all, Princess Anya said. Although I don't know how you obtain a 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation, I can clearly tell you that the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation are not naturally formed. Qin Yun chuckled and said, Then why did you say that no one can create the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation? Princess Anya said in surprise, Your 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation was created by you. Qin Yun nodded and said with a smile, You don't believe me? I don't believe it. It's impossible for you to create the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation. Princess Anya repeatedly shook her head. Qin Yun waved his hand, and 9-dragon inscription heavenly steel appeared. The 9-dragon heavenly steel suddenly shook. The great formation was activated by Qin Yun and released an imposing dragon might. Princess Anya looked at the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation and immediately froze. She is so shocked that she can't speak. This is my 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation, Qin Yun said. I spent a lot of effort to create it. This is not the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation I am familiar with. Princess Anya's voice is somewhat trembling. Obviously, she is very excited and also very surprised. Oh, then what about the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation you are familiar with? Qin Yun heard from Long Yu Qing that his 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation is different from the dragon races. There are 9 dragons' heavenly origin formations in the 9 desolate. They are generally the same. They are all refined from 9 very large stars. Each star is as big as a mountain. Princess Anya looked at the 9 heavenly steel and still found it hard to believe. She sighed and said, It seems that this is really created by you. Moreover, you are not familiar with the real 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation. This is what Princess Anya is most surprised about. Qin Yun has never seen the real 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation, but he created it. This kind of perception is so high that it makes her feel fear. Qin Yun doesn't feel anything, because when he created the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation, he did it according to his own feelings. He did not expect that he would succeed. During the creation process, he felt that it was very difficult, but he still managed to create it. Is there a big difference between this and the real 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation? Qin is also very curious. If he understands more about the real nine dragons' heavenly origin formation, he can continue to improve it in the future. There's a big difference in all aspects, but the effect of your nine dragons' heavenly origin formation is almost the same as the real nine dragons' heavenly origin formation. Princess Anya arrived beside a heavenly steel and said in low voice, "Dragon heavenly rune, 9 different dragon heavenly runes. This is the core of the nine dragons' heavenly origin formation. How did you create it?" Qin said, "It's a long story." He simply explained the matter of the heavenly rune beads. Princess Anya knows that Qin had a past life. This is something that the immortal desolate great emperor and devil immortal great emperor are very certain about. Now, she also knows that Qin spent 2 lifetimes to create this nine dragons heavenly origin formation. The main purpose of a nine dragons heavenly origin formation is to stimulate the energy of the divine universe golden stones. It was created by the nine-son royal family. Princess Anya sighed and said, "This is also one of the main reasons why the nine-son royal family is so powerful." Qin said with frown, "Princess Anya, you awakened the bloodline of the nine-son royal family. Do you know a lot about them?" "Yes. Actually, the 9 sons can also be considered a 9 dragons heavenly origin formation. This is naturally bred, and the core of the 9 desolate land has 9 very large, special divine universe golden stones. Of course, the operation process is very complicated. It can't be explained in a few words." Princess Anya said. Qin is not surprised, because the 9-son divine spirit in his hand is closely related to the 9 dragons heavenly origin formation and the divine universe golden stones. "What use does the 9 dragons heavenly origin formation have for you?" Yu Qing said that it is very useful for you. Qin said, "If you can help me succeed, I will definitely repay you. I can promise you one condition." Princess Anya said, "What condition?" Qin said with smile, "Of course not. In short, after this matter succeeds, you will obtain a lot of benefits." Princess Anya saw Qin's beaming face and groaned. "What can the 9 dragons heavenly origin formation help you with?" Qin said, "If I want you to take it away, I'm afraid it won't work because only I can operate this formation. The 9 dragons heavenly origin formation can completely awaken my 9-son bloodline. As for what will happen after awakening, I am not sure." Princess Anya said, "You should at least let me know what benefits you can give me, right?" Qin curled his lips and said, "You are a very talented inscription master. It is very difficult to find someone who can compare to you in the entire 9-son heavenly domain. However, you lack runes, and I can let you obtain the powerful runes of the 9-son royal family." Princess Anya said. Chapter 1806. Dao Yin Rune. When Princess Anya saw Qin agree so readily, she asked doubtfully, "I'm Princess Anya, a member of the Dark Royal Family. Do you trust me that much?" "I trust you because I trust you, Qin." Qin said with a smile. "Princess Anya, I've already let you see the 9 dragon heavenly origin formation. I want to see your sincerity. Didn't you say it's a deal?" Princess Anya said, "I only approve of this kind of transaction. But in order for the transaction to go smoothly, we still have to look at the goods, right?" Qin said. Princess Anya took out a bee skin and spread it out. It was as big as a table. Qin walked over and saw that there are many strange runes on the surface of the bee skin. Black bee skin, golden white runes. Those runes flickered with white light. The strange thing is that those runes are changing. It is a kind of dynamic rune. You don't have this kind of rune, do you? Princess Anya saw that Qin was fascinated and said proudly, "Dynamic rune?" Qin asked, "This kind of rune can indeed move, but it is not called dynamic rune." Princess Anya is now sure that Qin knows nothing about these runes. This made her even more shocked, because Qin does not even understand this kind of rune, yet he was able to create such a complicated 9-dragon heavenly origin formation. Qin said, "I can only see the bright lines now. I can't see the dark lines." Princess Anya's hand touched the bee skin back and forth and said, As long as I drip blood on this beast's skin, the dark lines will appear. Only people with the bloodline of the Nine-Sun royal family can make the dark lines appear. Qin Yun said, "All right, let me see the dark lines." "All right, what is the name of this rune?" Princess Anya took out a small silver needle and said, "It is called Dao Yin rune. Although the bright lines you see can move, the dark lines can't move." She used the small needle to prick her finger and dripped a drop of red blood that flickered with golden splendor. After the ancient black beast skin absorbed the drop of blood, it suddenly turned white. The beast skin turned white and the dark lines appeared black. The dark lines indeed can't move, but they are quite special. So that's how it is. Qin Yun looked at the dark lines on the white beast skin and was enlightened. Princess Anya asked, "What can you see?" Qin Yun smiled and said, "This is derived from heavenly runes, right?" Princess Anya nodded and said, "It is modified from a heavenly pattern. It is close to a heavenly pattern, but it is not a heavenly pattern." Qin Yun said, "The heavenly rune is a lump. This kind of Dao Yin rune is formed by placing the heavenly rune flat and then fusing it with the star, moon, and sun rune. Your perception is really high. Can you tell what kind of rune this is?" Princess Anya was slightly surprised and asked, "It should be a kind of moon rune." Qin Yun said, "Am I right? Star and moon runes are fused together. It's already very good that you can see the part with the moon runes." Princess Yi said, "There aren't many Dao Yin runes. Take this first. After I finish using the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation, I will give you the rest." Qin Yun put away the beast skin. Now that he has seen Princess Anya's sincerity, he is quite satisfied. "All right, how you want to use the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation?" Qin Yun asked. "I will be in the middle of the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation. You just need to control the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation and release the energy of the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Rune. You don't need to worry about anything else." Princess Anya walked to the middle of the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation and sat on the ground. "Then I will begin now," Qin Yun said. The Nine-Dragon totem on the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation was carved by Qin Yun using blood spirit power. Therefore, he has already established a connection with the formation. Now, with just a thought, he can control the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation to operate. After the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation started operating, the Nine-Dragon Rune Heavenly Steels immediately released 9 different colored light rays. Those light rays transformed into beams of light and entered Princess Anya's body. Princess Anya's body suddenly slightly trembled. It is unknown if she is excited or not. "Are you all right?" Qin Yun asked. "Do you feel any pain?" Princess Anya did not reply. She is wearing a mask. Her expression cannot be seen, and her current situation is unknown. However, after Qin Yun used the Extinction Spirit Eye, he can see that her body is rapidly absorbing 9 different types of energy into her body. The process is very smooth, and Princess Anya seems to have entered a state of selflessness. Xiao Yun, it is very dangerous for her to enter this state now. Ling Yun is suddenly said. "Yin'er, why do you say that? Is it really dangerous?" Qin Yun suddenly became a little worried. "Of course, if you go and kiss her now, she will definitely not know." Ling Yun said with a bad smile. "Xiao Yun, you could do bad things to her now." Qin Yun really wanted to enter the spiritual world to pinch this rogue elf. The danger, she said, is actually this kind of danger. "Yin'er, don't be naughty," Qin Yun said. "Xiao Yun, what I mean is, Princess Anya trusts you very much. Otherwise, she would not dare to enter this state of complete slumber." Ling Yun said with a smile. "It is indeed rare for a woman to be unguarded against a man." Qin Yun said, "She trusts me because she believes in you, Qing." Ling Yun curled her lips and said, "That's not it. She's Princess Anya. Her identity is so special. She must be very vigilant about all kinds of things." Princess Anya is very calm in the middle of the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation. Even her heartbeat is gone, and she is not breathing. After Qin Yun closed his eyes, he could not feel the existence of Princess Anya at all. She seems to have fused with the energy released by the nine-dragon heavenly origin formation. Ling Yun said, "It's really magical. Why can the nine-dragon heavenly origin formation make her bloodline stronger?" Qin Yin shook his head. The energy source absorbed by the nine-dragon heavenly origin formation now is the energy source from Xieyang. Even if the consumption is huge, Qin Yin can afford it. 2 hours passed, and Princess Anya's body did not absorb any more energy from the nine-dragon heavenly origin formation. "All right," Princess Anya said. "Really? Why don't I feel that you have become stronger?" Qin Yin is somewhat puzzled and stopped the nine-dragon heavenly origin formation. At this moment, Princess Anya suddenly disappeared. Qin Yun is startled and found that Princess Anya has arrived behind him and patted his shoulder. When Princess Anya patted his shoulder, her delicate lily-white hands carried an extremely terrifying power and hit Qin Yun's shoulder as if it is about to break. "Ah!" Qin Yun could not help but shout in pain and then turned his head. But he did not see Princess Anya, because Princess Anya quickly flashed behind him. Qin Yun also knows that Princess Anya is behind him. He immediately turned around, but still could not see Princess Anya. Princess Anya's speed is very fast. She can always quickly flash behind Qin Yun and not let Qin Yun see her. "I know you are powerful. I admit defeat." Qin Yun touched his shoulder and curled his lips. "You almost broke my shoulder." At this time, Princess Anya has already appeared in front of him and once again stretched out her seemingly delicate lily-white hands. This scared Qin Yun, and he shouted loudly. This time, Princess Anya did not use that kind of terrifying power. Instead, she injected a very gentle power into his shoulder. Qin Yun's shoulder, which was in pain just now, suddenly became very comfortable and warm. "You are not my opponent now," Princess Anya proudly said. Yes, I can't beat you," Qin Yun said with a smile. "Congratulations, Princess Anya." Princess Anya took out a storage bag and handed it to Qin Yun. She said, "This is the Tao evolution inscription for you." Qin Yun took it and looked at it. "There are 8 black bee skins," he said with a frown. "It's a bit too little." Princess Anya said, "It's a lot. These 8 bee skins, plus the one I gave you before, are the strongest 9-star and Moon Tao evolution runes of the 9-Sun royal family. You can slowly study them." After saying that, she took out a small bottle and dripped a lot of her blood inside. She said again, "When you need it, take out a drop of blood and drip it on the bee skin. You will be able to see the dark lines." "All right, we have a deal." Qin Yun kept the storage bag. "Qin Yun, you promised Yu Qing that you would take me to the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range. When are you going?" Princess Anya asked. "Well, I'm not sure yet because I have to wait for someone." Qin Yin shook his head. He wanted to wait for Xie Qiru's decision. Princess Anya said, "Qin Yun, do you know what is in the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range? Since you want to go, you must know about it, right?" Qin Yun looked at Princess Anya. He is somewhat amazed because after Princess Anya awakened her 9-Sun bloodline, she did not seem to have changed at all. Although she has become very powerful, her aura is still the same as before. He suspected that after Princess Anya awakened her 9-Sun bloodline, her body became even stronger. That's why he did not discover it. Furthermore, her soul might have also become very strong, and she might have even obtained many memories. I only know that I want to go to that place. I'm not too clear about what's inside. Qin Yin shook his head. Let's put it this way. The Cloud Dragon Mountain Range is the same as the 10,000 Snake Mountain Range. They are both Sun Holy Lands. Princess Anya said, "Every Sun Holy Land hides some very important things, and those things are all related to the 9-Sun royal family." Qin Yin does not know about this matter. He only knows that these Sun Holy Lands are graveyards and many people have died there. I heard that the Sun Holy Land was built by the 9-Yang Divine Palace. Qin Yin said, "Is that so?" "Not all. Of course, if the 9-Yang Divine Palace said that they built it, then no one would doubt it, because everyone believes that they have the strength to do so." Princess Anya said, "Don't believe too much in the legends about the 9-Yang Divine Palace. There are many things that involve the 9-Yang Divine Palace. In fact, the Nine-Yang Divine Palace deliberately made people think that it was related to them to increase their prestige. Qin Yun took out his sun-suppressing divine arrow and said, "Is this sun-suppressing divine arrow related to the Nine-Yang Divine Palace?" Princess Anya extended her hand and said, "Let me take a look." Chapter 1807. Royal Secrets Princess and Yi was the only person who possessed the Sun bloodline. She had inherited many memories and could be said to be very familiar with the rise and fall of the Nine Suns royal family. She was probably the only one who knew the most about the Nine Suns and Nine Desolates. It has nothing to do with the Nine-Yang Divine Palace. Princess and Yi said, "The Nine-Yang Divine Palace is unable to refine such a thing. This was refined by the Nine Suns royal family." Really? Qin Yun was very alarmed. He thought that it had something to do with the Nine-Yang Divine Palace. Then he talked about the heart of the sun. After hearing this, Princess Anya was not very surprised. She said, "Those heart-protecting gods are all creatures bred by the sun, and the core of the sun is the divine universe metal stone." Qin Yun gaped in shock. He had never linked them together because he had come into contact with the heart of the sun. That kind of power was very different from the power of the divine universe. "What are you confused about?" Princess Dark Knight asked. "First, the power released by the heart of the sun is different from the divine universe metallic rock. Second, why can I use the sun-suppressing divine arrow to cultivate the heart of the sun?" Qin Yun said, "Could it be that I can also cultivate divine universe goldstone?" Princess Anya pointed to Qin Yun's heart and said, "Does your sun core cultivate in your heart?" Qin Yun nodded. "Take off your clothes and let me see." Princess and Yi said, "The heart of the sun in the Yang heart realm is formed by the divine universe golden stone. After evolution, it is no longer the original divine universe golden stone. The people of the outer heavens couldn't sense the existence of the divine universe golden stone. Also, the hearts of the Nine Suns have their own souls and intelligence." He was going to be taken advantage of by a woman again. Qin Yun also felt that he was at a disadvantage, but he still took off his clothes, revealing his strong muscles. Princess Anya's gentle little hand was placed on Qin Yun's heart and pressed down a little. Qin Yun thought that it was just a few touches, but Princess Anya's next move made him scream. Suddenly, Princess Anya's hand strangely passed through his flesh and directly grabbed his heart. Of course, he only felt that his heart was being grabbed, and he didn't feel any discomfort. "Big sister princess, don't mess around. You want my heart?" Qin Yun was somewhat worried. "If I wanted to kill you, you would already be dead." Princess Anya grabbed Qin Yun's heart and felt his heartbeat. Qin Yun can also feel that his heart is wrapped in a very gentle energy. It is even a bit comfortable. "Don't be so absolute. If I go all out, it's not certain who will die." Qin Yun chuckled and said, "Don't look down on me." Princess Anya said, "The heart of the sun in your heart is not very complete. If you want to cultivate the true heart of the sun, you need the complete secret technique of the Nine Suns royal family." "Then how do I cultivate it?" Qin Yun said with a smile. "Why don't you teach me that secret technique? We are very familiar with each other anyways. I need the Nine-Yang bloodline to cultivate the complete Nine-Yang heart." Princess Anya retracted her hand. Qin Yun also touched the place where he was just now. There was no scar at all. Qin Yun curled his lips and said, "Then you might as well not say it. You are making my heart itch." Princess Anya smiled and said, "You are itching. Do you want me to help you?" "No need, no need." Qin Yun is very worried that his heart will be dug out. He quickly put on his clothes and wrapped his body tightly. "I can help you cultivate an even stronger sun heart. What can you give me?" Princess Anya said. Qin Yun said with a smile, "You said before that you would agree to one condition of mine. Then I want you to promise me that you will help me cultivate the sun heart." Princess Anya chuckled a few times and said, "Qin Yun, don't tell me you want to waste that condition." Qin Yun spread his hands and said, "All right, what do you want from me? If you want the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin formation, then forget it. I want you to help me find a person." Princess Anya said, If you help me find that person, I will help you cultivate a powerful sun heart. With a powerful sun heart, you will be able to refine the divine universe golden stone into your heart in the future and not be found by the people of the outer heaven domain. Qin Yun's face is filled with astonishment when he heard this. He said, "Is this true? Don't fool me." Princess Anya said, "The Nine-Sun royal family is the first person to know how to use the divine universe golden stone. Now, only I have mastered the various inheritances of the Nine-Sun royal family." "All right, who are you looking for?" Qin Yun said, "Is he a good person or a bad person? I don't know if he's a good person or not, but I must find him." Princess Anya took out a crystal and handed it to Qin Yun. Qin Yun took it and said with a frown, "This crystal has no reaction at all. How do I find him?" Princess Anya snorted. "This crystal is used to test whether or not that person is the person I am looking for. You need to put a strand of that person's soul and blood into this crystal. If the crystal reacts, then it is the person I am looking for. You find him yourself." Qin Yun immediately returned the crystal to Princess Anya, curled his lips, and said, "There are so many people, there is no direction at all. Don't tell me you wanted to take out the blood and soul of everyone in the world to test." Princess Anya said, "Qin Yun, that person is very important to me. I need you to help me find him." "Forget it. You should agree to my condition and help me cultivate a powerful sun core," Qin Yun said with mischievous smile. "You can find someone else. Only if you help me find that person will I agree to help you cultivate the sun core." Princess Anya snorted. "Otherwise, forget it. Then I won't cultivate it," Qin Yun said with mischievous smile. "Anyway, I don't have a powerful sun core. Life will be the same." Princess Anya pinched Qin Yun's arm and said coldly, "You must help me find that person." Qin Yun can sense that Princess Anya is very persistent in finding that person, so he can only agree for the time being. He said, "Big sister princess, I promise you, okay? But when I will find him, I can't say for sure." The Dark Knight princess gave him the crystal. Qin Yun took the crystal and asked, "Princess Anya, what is going on with that Nine-Sun divine maiden? Was she really the one who destroyed the Nine-Sun royal family?" Princess Anya's body trembled and asked, "How much do you know about Nine-Sun divine maiden?" Qin Yun told Princess Anya about the story he heard from Peng Hantao. Princess Anya said that Nine-Sun divine maiden told her to go to the Cloud Dragon Mountain range in a dream. Therefore, Qin Yun believes that she must know about Nine-Sun divine maiden. "If I say that I am Nine-Sun divine maiden, would you believe me?" Princess Anya said. "About this, I don't really believe it." Qin Yun is very surprised in his heart, but on the surface, he is relatively calm. He said with a smile, "Because you can't prove that you are Nine-Sun divine maiden." Princess Anya said, "My memory is not complete. In short, I have 8 souls and 8 spirits sealed in the Cloud Dragon Mountain range. We all have 9 souls and 9 spirits. The powerful 9 souls and 9 spirits are difficult to destroy. We can only seal them." Qin Yun's eyes widened. If that was the case, then Princess Anya had the same experience as him. Cloud Dragon Mountain range, what exactly is there? Qin Yun suddenly felt that Princess Anya might really be the reincarnation of Nine-Sun divine maiden. Of course, he was not too sure. Princess Anya said, "Previously, during the great battle in the 10,000 Snake Mountain range, the Outer Heaven Alliance army came out from underground. Do you remember?" Qin Yun nodded. "That earth drilling dog was killed by my inscription gate. They are looking for the sun core. They are also looking for a way to the Cloud Dragon Mountain range. But they did not find it." Princess Anya said, "However, the Imperial clan and the Dark Royal clan all know the way to the Cloud Dragon Mountain range. They will carry out this matter in secret." Qin Yun said with a frown, "Cloud Dragon Mountain range. There is something that the Outer Heaven Alliance army is looking for. What is it?" Princess Anya shook her head. "I'm not too sure because I have lost a portion of my memories. But I know that the thing that the Nine Yang Divine Palace is looking for is also in the Cloud Dragon Mountain range. It was left behind by the Nine-Sun Royal clan. To be honest, I came from a small place near the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range. I know a lot about the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range. Qin Yun said, I heard that there's a place in the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range that is sealed. It was created by the immortal, desolate Great Emperor and the devil immortal Great Emperor. After Princess Anya heard this, she fell silent for a moment and said, Are you really born in that place? Could this be a coincidence? Qin Yun said with a smile, Big Sister Princess, who is the mastermind behind the immortal desolate Great Emperor and the devil immortal Great Emperor. I keep having the feeling that with their little bit of power, they don't have the strength to build that kind of place. Behind them is the Nine-Yang Divine Palace. Princess Anya sighed. That place can't be considered to have been built by them. It's just that they have set up a very powerful seal on top of the original seal. This way, it will be very difficult for others to obtain the thing that is truly sealed. Nine-Yang Divine Palace? Qin Yun narrowed his eyes, finding it hard to believe that this was true. The operation of the Nine-Yang Divine Palace is very complicated. Princess Anya said, You will understand in the future. Qin Yun sighed and said, We have to hurry to the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range. He looked at the crystal and said with a smile, Why don't I give it a try first? How do I test this crystal? Release a wisp of your soul. Princess Anya said. Qin Yun released a wisp of his soul. It looked like a wisp of smoke. After approaching the crystal, the wisp of soul entered. How important is the person you're looking for to you? Qin Yun asked. Very important. Don't worry about it. Princess Anya said, Next, drip your blood in. If it is the person I am looking for, the crystal will shatter. Qin Yun said with a smile, This is the first time I have heard of such a method of finding people. Big Sister Princess, I don't think you will be able to find the person you are looking for in your entire life. Princess Anya snorted and said, If I can't find him in this life, I will find him in my next life. If I can't find him in my next life, I will find him in my next life. In any case, I must find that person. Qin Yun shook his head and said with a chuckle, Finding a needle in a haystack is nothing more than this. You won't be able to find him in 10 lifetimes. That guy, could he be your enemy? This blood feud is really deep. As he spoke, he dripped his blood on the crystal. After the drop of blood entered the crystal suddenly cracked and shattered. The smile on Qin Yun's face suddenly froze as he looked at the shattered crystal in his hand. Chapter 1808. Heavenly Fire Divine Fan. Although Princess Anya was wearing a mask, Qin Yun could clearly feel the energy fluctuations in her body. Obviously, it was because of the intense emotional changes caused by the shock. What the hell? Qin Yun threw away the broken crystal in his hand and shouted, There must be something wrong with this. Qin Yun was shocked and also somewhat afraid, because he was worried that this woman, suspected to be Nine Sun Divine Maiden, was looking for her great enemy. You can't be the person I'm looking for, Princess Anya said coldly after calming down. Of course, so there must be something wrong with the crystal. Qin Yun smiled and said, Princess Sister, our deal is done. I'll send you out. Princess Anya took out another crystal and handed it to Qin Yun. She said in a deep voice, Try again. Qin Yun waved his hand and said, No need to try. I'm definitely not the person you're looking for. He also felt very guilty in his heart. He did not hope that he was the person Princess Anya was looking for, because he felt that it was not a good thing. Less nonsense, try again. Princess Anya shouted anxiously. Qin Yun had no choice but to try again. How can you be sure that I'm the person you're looking for through the test of this crystal? Qin Yun asked. This crystal was refined by me using my soul power. There's a group of soul fluctuations in the depths of my soul. That group of soul fluctuations came from the person I'm looking for. Princess Anya said, If the crystal reacts again, then you are the person I'm looking for. Qin Yun was secretly surprised. If this Princess Anya was Nine Sun Divine Maiden, then the soul fluctuations she recorded must have come from the ancient era. As for his era as the king of Pantheon, it was only this era at most. In other words, the Divine King had a past life, and it was also in the ancient era? Damn, can I reincarnate indefinitely? Qin thought of this and became even more curious about his past lives. Qin held the crystal and asked, Princess, what is the relationship between you and the person you're looking for? Is there a deep hatred? Princess Anya did not answer. Instead, she urged, Hurry up and make sure you're the person I'm looking for. Qin tried again. It was as if he injected a strand of his soul into the crystal and then dripped his blood in. After the drop of blood, the crystal immediately cracked. Qin was taken aback. He forced a smile and said, Big sister princess, I'm definitely not the person you're looking for. Goodbye. With that, he immediately controlled the sky-leaping shuttle and teleported Princess Anya outside. He was really worried that he was Princess Anya's enemy. It was not that he could not defeat Princess Anya. If he tried his best, he could kill Princess Anya. He just didn't want to face such a woman because things were not clear yet. Qin, let me in. I won't kill you. Princess Anya used the magic mirror to contact Qin. I have something to do. I have to go. You should be able to leave Thunder Fog, Heavenly Forest by yourself, right? Qin only wanted to stay away from Princess Anya. Don't go. Princess Dark Knight said, I promise I won't kill you or hurt you. Don't forget that I've signed a soul contract with you before. Back then, when Qin wanted to attack Xieyang, it was Princess Yi who jumped out to stop the peace talks. Qin thought about it and felt relieved. Then, he teleported Princess Anya back. You bastard. Your reaction is really fast. Princess Anya snorted and angrily sat down on a chair. I'm not afraid of you. I just don't want to have a conflict with you. Qin said with bitter smile, Big sister princess, why am I the person you are looking for? And why are you looking for me? Princess Anya said, I used to be Nine's son divine maiden. Of course, I am the only descendant of Nine's son royal family. So, I'm also the Nine's son royal family's emperor. All right, Nine's son empress, why are you looking for me? I was a mortal king Fu Yi in my past life. Although I don't have the memories of my past life, I am sure that I have no relationship with you. Qin said, even if I provoke you in my past life, it was my past life. If you want to take revenge, don't come at me. Princess Anya said, you should call me princess. I am alone now. I can't revive the entire Nine-son royal family, let alone become the emperor. Princess, quickly tell me, why are you looking for me? If you don't say it, I am always worried that you will take revenge on me. Qin curled his lips and said, he is also very curious about this matter. Why are you so guilty? Why don't you think that I have other matters to discuss with you? Princess Anya groaned. Qin waved his hand and said, there is no other way. I am a person who often causes trouble, especially in my past life. I made many enemies. Princess Anya crossed her legs and said with sneer, in this life, you cause more trouble than in your past life, right? If you don't say why you're looking for me, I will throw you out. Qin said with mischievous smile, Princess, this is my territory. I am afraid of you. Princess Anya said, from the memories in the depths of my soul, I am looking for you for 3 things. Qin frowned and asked, what things? 9-son divine spirit, 9 divine spirit, and 9 desolate divine saber. Princess Anya said, I only know that these 3 things are in your hands and are deeply involved with your soul. No matter how many reincarnations you go through, they will be in your hands. Qin is shocked and cursed in a low voice. Bullshit. His expression did not change. He frowned and said, what is this thing? How come I have never heard of it? The 9-son divine spirit is in his hands, and the 9 divine spirit is in Xie Qiru's hands. As for the 9 desolate divine saber, he has never heard of it. Even if it is not in your hands, from the memories in the depths of your soul, you must know where it is. Princess Anya said, Qin, you will awaken your memories. When the time comes, you must give these things to me. What if I don't? Qin asked. It is impossible for him to give the 9-son divine spirit and the 9 divine spirit to Princess Anya. Even if he found the 9 desolate divine saber, he would keep it for himself. Just from the name, 9 desolate divine saber, he knew that it is a very powerful thing. Princess Anya said, I will find a way to make you give it to me. Qin Yun smiled and said, "These three things sound very powerful. What are their uses?" "Qin Yun, do you know about these three things?" Princess Anya asked. "No, I'm just curious." Qin Yun said very seriously, "I suspect that you have awakened the memories of your previous life." Princess Anya said, "Really not." Qin Yun sighed and said, "I also want to." Princess Anya suddenly stood up, which made Qin Yun tremble. He immediately controlled the heaven-leaping shuttle to throw her out. "I said I won't hurt you." Seeing Qin Yun's reaction, Princess Anya quickly said, "I just want to explore your soul and see if you have awakened the memories of your previous life." Qin Yun nodded and said with a smile, "This is my instinctive reaction. I have experienced too many dangers, so I overreacted." He is not worried that Princess Anya can explore his memories because he is Ling Yun. Ling Yun is also the guardian of Qin Yun's soul. She can prevent his soul from being spied on or confused. Princess Anya walked over, placed her hand on Qin Yun's forehead, and injected a strong mental power into it. "Xiao Yun, this woman's soul is really powerful." Ling Yun was surprised. She only has one soul and one spirit. Her soul is actually so powerful. If she has a complete 9 soul and 9 spirit, it would be really amazing. Not long after, Princess Anya said in surprise, You only have 1 soul? Where are your 8 souls and 9 spirits?" "What? I only have 1 soul?" Qin Yun pretended to be surprised. "What the hell is this? Where are your 8 souls and 9 spirits?" Princess Anya asked again. "How should I know? I never found it." Qin Yun pretended to be puzzled, but he actually knew. Princess Anya sighed. "Your 8 souls and 9 spirits should also be sealed. If I'm not wrong, they might be sealed in the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range." Qin Yun's face was blank, and he kept shaking his head, indicating that he knew nothing about it. "Well, this matter will be like this for the time being. In short, I have found the person I am looking for. How can it be so coincidental?" Princess Anya is very puzzled. "By the way, Princess, you used to be the 9-sun goddess. I heard that you have been looking for a partner, right? Why did you look down on the kings of the 9-sun royal family?" Qin Yun asked curiously. "Because they are not worthy of me." Princess Anya's voice is filled with pride. "Did you really commit suicide in the end?" Qin Yun asked again. "I had no choice but to die." Princess Anya said, "The heavens want me dead, and I don't want to fight against the heavens, so I committed suicide." Qin Yun is startled. This 9-sun goddess really committed suicide. Princess Anya said, "Take me to the 10,000 Snake Mountain Range now. I want to go there to get something." Princess Anya said that the sun's sacred land has something hidden. Qin Yun is also very curious about what is hiding. In his previous life, immortal King Fu Yun, he had stayed here for many years. It is very likely that he was looking for those things. "Princess, what is your sun's soul? Can you show it to me?" Qin Yun said, "He is just curious." Princess Anya took out a jade, white folding fan. After opening it, it is very beautiful. It seems to be made of thin white jade, but it lacks spiritual energy. It is obvious that it is also in deep sleep. "What is the name of this fan? What kind of ability does it have?" Qin Yun asked curiously. He also extended his hand to touch it. This is the Heavenly Fire Divine fan. It can fan a special kind of divine power. It can make the flame even stronger. At most, it can become a very powerful heavenly flame. Moreover, the wind it creates is very strong. Princess Anya said, "Now, I can only fan divine flame." Qin Yun's eyes immediately lit up. He feels that this Princess Anya is the best candidate to look after the furnace. It just so happens that he wants to reforge the 9 Heavens Dragon Lion Cannon and obtain the Starfire Divine Liquid. If Princess Anya used the Heavenly Fire Divine Fan to strengthen the furnace flame, the Divine Flame would definitely become stronger. He would be able to save a lot of Starfire Divine Liquid. Wouldn't that be great? "Big Sister Princess, help me with a small matter. I want to refine something, and I need a relatively strong flame. Can you help me fan the wind and strengthen the flame?" Qin Yun said with mischievous smile. "Oh, that's right. You also need to help me cultivate an even stronger sun core." Chapter 1809. Jade Mountain and a lake. Seeing the princess agree, Qin Yun was secretly delighted. He was worried that the princess would refuse. After all, awakening the sleeping sun soul consumed a lot of resources. Then help me cultivate the heart of the sun first, Qin Yun said with a chuckle. He was still unable to fully activate the sun-suppressing divine arrow's power, mainly because the sun's core was not strong enough. You can't do it now. Your body isn't strong enough to hold the sun's core. But don't worry, I will definitely help you cultivate it. Princess Yi said, "This is not difficult for me." Qin Yun thought that he would be able to obtain the powerful heart of the sun immediately. However, Princess Anya's words meant that he would have to wait for a long time. Then when can we start? Is my body not strong enough? Qin Yun was somewhat unconvinced. He had absorbed the divine universe Goldstone's energy before. Furthermore, the 9 Extinction Heart Sutra that he cultivated also had a dermic formulation for cultivating a divine body. Princess Anya reached out her hand and said, "Let's shake hands and we'll know. If you can hold my hand and feel pain, or if I don't feel pain, your body will meet the standard." Qin Yun knows that after Princess Yi awakened her 9-sun bloodline, her body became extremely powerful. Previously, when she patted his shoulder, it almost made him fall apart. All right. Qin Yun also reached out his hand and held Princess Anya's soft hand. His thumb gently stroked the back of her hand. Oomph. After feeling Qin Yun's small movements, Princess Anya snorted coldly and immediately squeezed Qin Yun's hand. Qin Yun reacted very quickly as he hurriedly increased his strength to counterattack. In the blink of an eye, he felt that his hand was about to be crushed, but he could do nothing to Princess Anya's delicate hand. Princess Anya's strength is very powerful. Her small white hand actually contains a very terrifying power. After tightening her strength, her hand is extremely hard. Qin Yun is unable to pinch it. Qin Yun gritted his teeth. He refused to admit defeat. He gritted his teeth and let out a deep roar, releasing all the power in his body. Because it was just a contest of physical strength, neither he nor Princess Anya used the power of the immortal emperor. Qin Yun had always been confident in the strength of his body, but now he was inferior to a woman. Through this handshake, Qin Yun could tell that Princess Anya's body was very strong. "All right, I admit defeat," Qin Yun hastily shouted. Princess Anya snorted and let go of Qin Yun's hand. Qin Yun looked at his blackened and deformed hand, and his face flushed red. "Does it hurt?" Princess Anya asked. "It hurts." Qin Yun circulated his power to restore his deformed hand. Princess Anya suddenly stretched out her hands and grabbed Qin Yun's deformed and blackened hands. Then, she injected a very gentle and warm power into them. But not long after, Qin Yun's hand recovered. "Thank you," Qin Yun said with a smile. Princess Yi said, "Take me into the 10,000 Snake Mountain Range. I want to find something inside. If you're too slow, it'll be snatched away by others." Qin Yun hurriedly controlled the heaven-leaping shuttle to travel to 10,000 Snake Mountain Range. In the blink of an eye, the heaven-leaping shuttle arrived at the 10,000 Snake Mountain Range. He said, "When can you help me forge a weapon?" "Wait until I find what's hidden in the Holy Sun Land." Princess Anya said anxiously, "I am not a man of my word. I will do what I promised you." Qin Yun asked, "What is this sun sacred land hiding? Who is looking for that thing?" Princess Anya shook her head and said, "I'm not too sure what it is. In short, Sun Spirit Race, Dark Royal Race, and Outer Heaven Domain people are all looking for it." Qin Yun already knew that there was something inside the 10,000 Snake Mountain Range. He just didn't know where it was or what it was. There must be a direction, right? Qin Yun curled his lips and said, "If we keep searching blindly like this, how long will it take?" He is in a hurry to use divine flame to refine a tool. As long as he found that thing, Princess Anya would help him. Princess Anya said, "I'll go out and take a look first. I'll contact you again." All right. Qin Yun immediately teleported Princess Anya out. Princess Anya flew in the air. At first, her speed was rather slow, but she quickly disappeared. Qin Yun can only control the heaven-leaping shuttle to shuttle back and forth all around. Although he can now use the energy of the divine universe golden stone, he can't stop it from releasing that kind of spatial wave. That kind of spatial wave can still be sensed by many outer heaven domain powers. Previously, this 10,000 Snake Mountain range experienced a great battle, and the Outer Heaven Alliance army directly came to this place. Therefore, he is also worried that he will be targeted by the Outer Heaven Alliance army. He killed the earth-drilling dog of the Outer Heaven Alliance army and took away the divine universe power inside the earth-drilling dog. The Outer Heaven Alliance army must want to eat him alive. Therefore, Qin Yun is more worried that the Outer Heaven Alliance army will suddenly appear. That is the most powerful force formed by the alliance of the 3,000 heavenly domains. The heaven-leaping shuttle shuttled back and forth. Every time it shuttled back and forth, the distance between each shuttle is very far. This way, those who want to find him can't accurately know where he is. A day passed, and Princess Anya suddenly contacted Qin Yun. Qin Yun, quickly leave the 10,000 Snake Mountain range. Princess Anya sent a sound transmission to Qin Yun through the magic mirror. Why? Qin Yun could hear that Princess Anya's voice is very anxious. Hurry up and leave. If you don't, Princess Anya's intermittent voice came out from the magic mirror and then didn't appear again. Qin Yun frowned and said in a deep voice, "She is in danger. Xiao Yun, hurry up and save her. This woman is very important." Ling Yun'er said, "She is the 9-sun divine maiden. I know. She promised to help me cultivate the sun core and help me refine tools. She hasn't fulfilled her promise yet, and she still has one condition that she hasn't promised me." Qin Yun immediately entered the magic mirror's formation base. Through the magic mirror's formation base, he could determine the last location of Princess Anya's message. After determining the location, Qin Yun immediately controlled the heaven-leaping shuttle to teleport there. The heaven-leaping shuttle did not directly teleport to that location. Instead, it teleported far away from that location, because he still doesn't know what kind of danger there is there. After Qin Yun's heaven-leaping shuttle arrived, he immediately saw an incomparably huge lake in front of him. It is hundreds of thousands of meters wide. This lake is now in a half-dried-up state. From afar, it looks like half of the water has been sucked out. Qin Yun, who often wandered around the 10,000 Snake Mountain range, has a deep impression of this lake, because this lake is very big and the lake water is cyan. When he passed by this lake before, it was still full of water. The huge, circular lake, the cyan lake water from the sky, looks like there is a big cyan gem on the ground. And now, half of the cyan lake water has been sucked out, and there is a 10,000 meters long bulge in the middle of the lake, which looks like a mountain. If the lake water is emptied, the mountain at the bottom of the lake will be completely revealed. The mountain is white, and from afar, it looks like a steamed bun floating in the water. What is this thing? Is the thing that Princess Anya is looking for inside? Qin Yun really didn't expect that there would be such a strange mountain under the huge lake he passed several times before. What surprised him is that there are dozens of huge black spaceships near this mountain. Those ships belong to the Outer Sky Alliance Army. Princess Anya said before that the Outer Sky Alliance Army is also looking for something in the Sun's sacred land. Not long after Qin Yun's heaven-leaping shuttle appeared, he noticed that something suddenly landed behind him. He controlled the heaven-leaping shuttle to turn to the back and saw a huge star descending. And this kind of huge star suddenly fell all around. It's the star Great Formation again, and it's even space sealing. Qin Yun cursed in his heart. He guessed that the Outer Sky Alliance Army must know that he is approaching. Princess Anya told him to leave the 10,000 Snake Mountain range as soon as possible because she knew that the Outer Sky Alliance Army is here. Many round meteors slowly landed on the ground, forming a super big circle. Each star is 10,000 meters wide, and they landed on the ground one after another, forming a circular super huge wall and then forming a very strong spatial barrier. Although Qin Yun is still quite far away from the lake, he is still surrounded inside. How many good stars did that group of fellows capture? Qin Yin was also shocked when he saw the large number of circular stars. The Outer Sky Alliance army is indeed very powerful. The superstar Great Formation they set up this time is definitely to capture him. Princess, where are you? Qin Yin used the magic mirror to send a sound transmission to Princess Anya, but Princess Anya did not respond. Obviously, he can't contact her. This space is disturbed and lost connection with the magic mirror's array base. The Heaven Leaping Shuttle is also restricted and can't pass through this barrier. However, in this barrier, the Heaven Leaping Shuttle can still pass through. On the lake in front of him, a strong flame suddenly flickered. Qin Yin immediately stared at the sky in front of him. He could see the masked Princess Anya, holding a jade-white folding fan, fanning a red flame at a group of black-armored giants in front of her. The flame is very strong, accompanied by a whistling, fierce wind. When blowing in the air, it is like a blood-colored sunset, enveloping the group of giants. Is that the Heavenly Fire God fan? Qin Yin said in surprise. It's really powerful. When the Heavenly Fire God fan attacked, it released a violent flame storm, which could prevent the enemy from approaching, and at the same time, it was also burned by the violent flame. The black armored giants of the Alliance army are all 3 to 4 meters tall, and there are more than 100 of them. When they flew towards Princess Anya, their imposing manner was also very strong. However, after Princess Anya waved the fan, they were blown away by the flame. At this time, several black, flying heavy armored ships in the distance shot out hundreds of violent golden energy balls, which rushed towards Princess Anya from all directions from the west. In the blink of an eye, Princess Anya was shrouded by hundreds of violent energy balls. The deafening explosion also shook one after another, accompanied by violent air waves that surged in all directions. Chapter 1810. Heavenly Dragon Avatar Princess Anya was besieged by hundreds of energy balls. Even though she has an extremely strong body, she can't withstand it. Qin Yin clenched his teeth and looked for an opportunity to rush in and rescue Princess Anya. The energy ball contains a very strong power of sacred Xian silver crystal. It is condensed from sacred Xian silver crystal. After the explosion, it left behind a glowing golden cloud in the air. Princess Anya is floating in the cloud. She has been beaten black and blue. At this time, the flying heavy armored ships did not continue to attack. The black armored giants that were sent flying by Princess Anya using the Heavenly Fire Divine Fan now all flew over to capture Princess Anya. Qin Yin immediately controlled the Heaven Leaping Shuttle to teleport over. After the Heaven Leaping Shuttle arrived, Princess Anya was teleported to the main control room. Let's go. After saving Princess Anya, Qin Yin decisively teleported and dived into the lake. The Heaven Leaping Shuttle is omnipotent. After entering the bottom of the lake, it traveled a long distance under the deep ground. Qin Yin's Heaven Leaping Shuttle is at the bottom of the lake next to the steamed bun mountain. They shouldn't dare to attack. Qin Yin feels that the steam bun-like mountain is very important to the Alliance army, so it is temporarily safe here. Princess Anya's black robe is in tatters. Qin Yin let Shui, Tianzi, and Zi Qinsheng come out and take care of the unconscious Princess Anya. They put on new clothes for Princess Anya and let her soak in the sacred pool full of energy so that she can absorb the energy and quickly recover from her injuries. After being attacked by hundreds of huge energy balls, Princess Anya was not blasted into pieces. Her body is indeed powerful. Qin Yin took out a large bed, covered it with soft and comfortable bee skin, and let the injured Princess Anya lie on it. Zi Qinsheng and Shui Tianzi are watching from the side. As for Long Tianji, she released many small lightning dragons to scout the situation outside. Princess Anya is still wearing a mask. Qin Yin did not take advantage of her sleep to look at her face, because her face is full of runes and it is not good to look at. Xiao Yun, her recovery is slow. Shui Tianzi said, her body is seriously injured, causing her body and soul to be completely separated, so she can't wake up. Also, her soul is also seriously injured. Qin Yun took out the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation and placed it around the bed. Then, he activated the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation and released energy. Shui Tianzi and Zi Qingxing each held Princess Dark Knight's hand and used the Sun and Moon Heart Sutra to absorb the energy released by the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation and then transfer that energy to Princess Dark Knight's body. This recovery is quite fast. Zi Qingxing also revealed a trace of smile. She was also very distressed to see that Princess Dark Knight was so seriously injured. Long Tianji also said at this time, "Master, many things have entered the lake. They are giants wearing black armor. Are they here for our location?" asked Qin Yun. "It doesn't seem like it." Long Tianji shook her head. "They are quite far away from us." Qin Yun is somewhat doubtful. Logically speaking, they should be able to sense where I am. It was very difficult to conceal the spatial fluctuations released by his divine universe metal stone. The Outer Sky Alliance army must have seen his sky-leaping shuttle and knew that he was here, but they didn't come to find him. They might not know exactly where we are. Long Tianji said. "Tianji, why do you think so?" Qin Yun asked. They separated into several groups and entered the lake. They only know that we are at the bottom of the lake, but they don't know roughly where we are. They're clearly looking for us, but they don't know exactly where we are. Long Tianji said. Qin Yun's expression is filled with pleasant surprise as he said, "Could it be that the spatial fluctuations released by the divine universe metal stone are weaker because I am beside this huge mountain?" The huge mountain in the middle of the lake is completely white. Qin Yun is now at the bottom of the ground beside the huge mountain. Ling Yuner said, "Very likely, although there's currently no way to hide the spatial fluctuations of the divine universe metal stone, it doesn't mean that there is no way, it's just that we haven't discovered it yet. It seems like the material of this strange mountain is very special," Qin Yun said with mischievous smile. "If I can get some, maybe I can find a way to hide the divine universe metal stone. We can only wait for Princess Dark Knight to wake up." Ling Yuner said. Princess Dark Knight is still asleep, but her injuries have somewhat improved. Her body was originally very strong, and now, with Shui Tianzi and Zi Qingqing's help, her recovery speed has become even faster. Moreover, she is absorbing the energy of the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation. Long Tianji released a large number of small lightning dragons and discovered many things. The Alliance army sent more and more people to search for him under the lake. Qin Yun is now certain that Long Tianji's speculation is correct. The Alliance army is unable to sense the exact location of the heaven-leaping shuttle. Half a day later, Princess Dark Knight's body moved a bit. She let out a weak and soft shout. She felt that her hands are being grabbed by someone and struggled slightly. She discovered that the people who are grabbing her hands are 2 beautiful women, and they are helping her heal. She immediately felt a lot more relieved. "Big Sister Princess, they're my friends," Qin Yun said. "They're the ones who have been helping you heal." "Thank you," Princess Dark Knight said in low voice. "You are welcome." Shui Tianzi said with smile, "It is great that you can wake up. We are all very worried about you. Your injuries are still very serious. Quickly relax your body so that we can help you heal." Zi Qingshang said. Princess Dark Knight also relaxed a lot. She sighed and said, "Qin Yun, didn't I tell you to stay away for the 10,000 Snake Mountain range? Why did you come to find me? You promised to help me cultivate the Sun Core. Moreover, I also want you to use the Heavenly Fire Divine Fan to help me refine tools. How can I leave you behind?" Qin Yun said with smile. "Besides, you promised me a condition. You haven't done it yet." Shui Tianzi smiled tenderly and said, "Xiao Yun will not casually leave his friends behind." "Thank you so much. I am sorry I have involved you." Princess Dark Knight feels somewhat guilty. "It's all right, we are still safe now," Qin Yun said. He used the heaven-leaping shuttle to travel to the bottom of the lake. The small lightning dragon released by Long Tianji also detected that the people sent by the Alliance army could not find the heaven-leaping shuttle. Qin Yun explained the situation outside. After Princess Dark Knight heard it, she felt a lot more at ease. "What is inside that mountain?" Qin Yun is very curious. There is no entrance on the outside. How can we get in? That is not a mountain. I still can't figure out what it is. The Outer Heaven Alliance army can find it. They must know what it is. Princess Dark Knight said, we can't let it fall into their hands because it belongs to the Nine-Sun Heavenly Domain. Qin Yun said, they also don't know how to get inside. Don't worry, they won't be able to take it away. You rest well first. Princess Dark Knight did not speak again because she also wants to recover quickly. Qin Yun let Long Tianji continue to investigate the mountain. From his point of view, it is a very strange mountain. Ling Yun'er said, it should be a very large, special stone. Sun Divine Stone can turn into a divine mountain or a holy land. Qin Yun tried to control the heaven-leaping shuttle to enter the mountain but failed. However, he has two speculations. First, there is no space inside the mountain. It is all solid and very sturdy, causing it to be unable to accommodate the heaven-leaping shuttle. Second, there is a very strong space barrier inside the mountain, which can prevent people from outside from entering. Long Tianji suddenly said, Master, other people are coming. They landed on the peak of the mountain. They seem to be from Sun Hunter race and Sun Spirit race. Sun Hunter race and Sun Spirit race? Qin Yun said in amazement. These two races seem to be opposing each other. Can we eavesdrop on their conversation? Qin Yun asked. I will give it a try. Long Tianji's small lightning dragon is at least as big as a hair. The energy fluctuation it releases is like a small bug. It is very stealthy, but its speed is very slow. Moreover, it can be easily destroyed by formidable energy fluctuation. If it is relatively calm, this kind of small lightning dragon that is as big as a hair would not be discovered. Long Tianji took out a small lightning dragon. The small lightning dragon in her hand can transmit the voice they eavesdrop on. They can even see what is happening outside. Are you sure that this stone is the Divine Universe Dragon Egg? Someone asked. This person is from Sun Hunter race. It can't be wrong. The Divine Universe Dragon Egg was created by Divine Universe Heavenly Dragon using Divine Universe Golden Stone. But because there was a problem, it is now lifeless. The old man is from Sun Spirit race. Divine Universe Heavenly Dragon passed by Nine-Sun Heavenly Domain and felt that this place is pretty good. So he placed the dragon egg here. Divine Universe Heavenly Dragon is very awesome. He can actually make something that can hide Divine Universe Golden Stone's energy fluctuation. The old man said again. Qin Yun and others are very amazed hearing this. That is indeed not a mountain. It is a dragon egg. But this dragon egg is unimaginably big. It is like a huge mountain. Just as they speculated, this dragon egg has a special ability that can hide Divine Universe Golden Stone's energy fluctuation. Qin Yun looked at Princess Anya and asked, Princess, what is this Divine Universe Heavenly Dragon? A dragon formed from super huge Divine Universe Golden Stone. Divine Universe Heavenly Dragon once left behind his inheritance in Nine-Sun Heavenly Domain. Nine-Sun Royal Race obtained Divine Universe Heavenly Dragon's help. Princess Anya said in soft voice. Qin Yun is stunned. His face is filled with amazement. He asked again, Divine Universe Golden Stone turned into a dragon? Is it a heavenly monster? It is not a heavenly monster. It is a Divine Universe Golden Stone that has evolved into a dragon. What do you think it is? Princess Anya said. Qin Yun took a deep breath and said, This dragon egg cannot fall into their hands. Princess Anya said, I don't know whether or not the dragon egg can hatch, but this dragon egg is a clone that Divine Universe Heavenly Dragon left in Nine-Sun Heavenly Domain. Chapter 1811. Starfire. No matter what, that dragon egg cannot fall into those guys' hands. Princess Anya's injuries have improved a lot. She was able to sit up and said very seriously, Qin Yun, if we can't get the dragon egg, we must try our best to destroy it. Qin Yun is very curious about the dragon egg. He doesn't want to destroy it. However, it wouldn't be easy to get his hands on it. Why destroy it? Qin Yun asked. That dragon egg was Xinyu Tianlong's clone. Even if they get it, what can they do? Princess Anya shook her head and said, You don't know anything about these doppelgangers. These doppelgangers, in their initial state, do not have the memories of the original body. Only when the original body needs them or at specific times will the memories be awakened. Qin Yun recalled Xian Rujing and Xian Lingxue, as well as Xian Yinyun. Xian Rujing only awakened ice goddess memories later on. As for Xian Lingxue, her memories have not been awakened yet. Xian Yinyun also did not awaken her memories. She only shared her memories with Xie Qiru. In other words, if the dragon egg is obtained by those fellows, then they can control a small Xinyu Tianlong. Zi Qingsheng said worriedly, "If it's a small Xinyu Tianlong, how strong is it?" Princess Anya nodded and said, "This should be what those guys want to do." The little divine, universe, heavenly dragon is also very powerful. After all, that is the energy of the divine universe golden stone. Moreover, it is a rather special divine universe power, just like the heart of the 9 suns. Qin Yin now has a better understanding of the divine universe goldstone. It can evolve. As long as it evolved, it would no longer release that kind of divine power fluctuation, and it wouldn't be sensed. Moreover, it wouldn't be disturbed by other divine space forces. Shui Tianzi snorted. Those damned sun spirit race. They must have told the outer heaven realm that the dragon egg is here. Qin Yin said with a smile. The sun spirit race was beaten up by the heaven horn people before, but now they are still kneeling down and licking the outer heaven domain people. Princess Yi shook her head. The sun soul race knows very well that they can't get the dragon egg with their own strength, so they sold the news to the outer heavens. They must have gotten some benefits. Xiaoyun, do you have any way to stop them? If that little Shun Yu Tianlong is really obtained by them, it will be too dangerous, Shui Tianzi said. Princess Anya also looked at Qin Yun and said, "The Outer Heaven Alliance Army's giant warship is very powerful. Your heaven-leaping shuttle won't be able to withstand 2 rounds of attacks. We need to think of a way to deal with the giant warships." Qin Yun had previously entered the interior of the huge battleship. The energy source was a very powerful small star. Although those stars were very small, they were very heavy and the energy inside them was very strong. He took away 2 energy sources. The heaven-leaping shuttle's battle power is not enough. Princess, after you recover, we will begin refining. I want to forge a weapon, and I need your heavenly fire divine fan to help me. Let's start now. Princess Dark Knight got out of bed. Not yet. You should rest first and recuperate. Shui Tianzi quickly stopped her and didn't let her move. Princess Anya could only continue to lie down and said, "I can recover quickly by absorbing the energy of the 9 dragons' heavenly origin formation. Let's start in 2 hours. All right, then I'll start organizing the materials now." Qin Yin nodded and took out some seriously damaged divine weapons. These divine weapons were given to him by the star god before. Although they are relatively weak in the divine desolate, there are many divine tier materials inside. Qin Yin wants to refine the high-grade divine tier materials inside these damaged divine weapons and then mix them with the divine dragon bone and other materials. This time, he wants to refine an even stronger 9 Heavens Dragon Lion Cannon. The Heavenly Lion Dragon Suppressing Cauldron is a very special magic tool. It can continuously become stronger as Qin Yun's cultivation increases. Qin Yun doesn't know the origin of this cauldron. He only knows that no matter where it is, the Heavenly Lion Dragon Suppressing Cauldron is very famous. Qin Yun took out the Heavenly Lion Dragon Suppressing Cauldron and placed the selected Broken Divine weapons inside. Princess Anya, who was lying on the bed, saw the Heavenly Lion Dragon Suppressing Cauldron and said in shock, "This cauldron has fallen into your hands." "I got a long time ago," Qin Yun said with a smile. Zi Qingsheng also knows how Qin Yun obtained this cauldron. At that time, Qin Yun was used as a sacrifice to be killed on the altar. Later on, this cauldron suddenly flew out and saved his life. Moreover, it was obtained by him. "Princess, do you know this cauldron?" Zi Qingsheng asked. "This is a cauldron formed by 9 powerful heavenly lions. It is very ancient. I only know this much." Princess Anya said, divine universe heavenly dragon should know more about this cauldron. It is said that this cauldron was made to deal with him. Qin Yun's cauldron can restrain those dragons very well. If they were at the same cultivation level, Qin Yun could easily suppress those dragons with this cauldron. After he joined the imperial race, he rarely used this cauldron. He is also worried that it would provoke the dragon manners dragons. My life is good. This kind of good thing naturally rushed towards me. I can't even block it. Qin Yun chuckled and said, if I can obtain the dragon egg and subdue a divine, universe heavenly dragon, that would be even more beautiful. Princess Anya also believes that Qin Yun's life is very good. She can't help but sigh. Your life is good, but mine is bitter. I've been reincarnated several times, but none of them had a good ending. Why? Shui Tianzi asked. Because the heavens don't allow me to live a good life. Princess Anya faintly sighed. She turned her head to look at Qin Yun and said, and he is a person blessed by the heavens, sigh. That's not it. I am also a person who has been punished by the heavens several times, okay? Qin Yun curled his lips and said. Then he talked about his past life when immortal King Fu Yun was punished by the heavens, as well as some of the things he experienced in this life. After Princess Anya finished listening, she said, you tested out the black bloodline crystal. You are indeed the enemy of the heavenly Tao. However, your luck is still so good, you don't seem to be the enemy of the heavenly Tao at all. Qin Yun took out a pile of divine dragon bones and placed them inside the heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron. Seeing the various materials Qin Yun took out, Princess Anya feels that it is inconceivable. Qin Yun actually has so many divine tier materials. Even she wants Qin Yun to help her refine some good equipment for self-defense. After Princess Anya rested, she said, my heavenly fire divine fan can make the flame stronger, but the flame released is affected by my strength. I can fan a relatively strong flame, but I can't guarantee that I can smelt your materials. Qin Yun took out a large jar and said with a smile, leave the flame to me. You are in charge of fanning the flame. After speaking, he opened the jar and poured a lot of glowing liquid into the heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron. This is star fire divine liquid. Princess Anya said in shock. How did you get it? Did the star god give it to you? It is no secret that Qin Yun worships the star god. Because Qin Yun tore down the altar and transformed it into the star god altar, it also caused the star god to be hunted down by the 9 sun sects in the divine desolate. That's right. There are quite a few. Qin Yun said with a smile. Starfire divine liquid is very precious. The star god is actually willing to give you so much. Why is she so good to you? Princess Anya said with some jealousy, not to mention the people of the immortal desolate, even the divine desolate. Many gods want to obtain this kind of star-fire divine liquid. How precious is it? Qin Yun asked. He does not know how precious the star-fire divine liquid is. 1 drop, 1 star. Princess Anya said. Using 1 star, you can only refine 1 drop. How precious do you think it is? Moreover, only the star god can refine it. That is the ability of her divine throne inheritance. Qin Yun is extremely astonished in his heart. He is secretly grateful to that charming and flirtatious elder sister star god. Let's begin, Qin Yun said with a smile. Princess Anya floated up and fanned the heavenly fire divine fan towards the large heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron. In an instant, the heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron ignited with an extremely fierce flame. Zi Qingsheng and Shui Tianzi, who were at the side, found it somewhat unbearable. In an instant, they were drenched in fragrant sweat. Shui Tianzi, who is wearing a translucent gauze dress, is drenched in sweat, revealing her fiery curves. Qin Yun also placed them into the 9 sun divine spirit, so that they wouldn't be able to endure it. After this kind of divine level material is melted, the temperature is extremely high. Even I don't dare to casually touch it. What are you planning to do? Princess Anya saw Qin Yun wiping his sweat and said, Don't tell me you haven't thought about it. Don't worry, I have a way. Let's melt it first, Qin Yun said with a smile. When the boat reaches the bridgehead, it will naturally straighten out. Princess Anya snorted. Are you really a heavenly inscription master? When you were refining, you didn't seem to have a plan at all. I really doubt that you were the one who created the nine-dragon heavenly origin formation. Just watch, Qin Yun said with mischievous smile, then took out the nine-sun divine hammer and the core crystal mother. You have a good divine hammer, but you don't have a good forging table. Princess Anya said, when you forge divine-level materials, you need a good enough table to support it, right? Qin Yun took out the small, square, floating cloud pagoda and placed it horizontally. He said with a smile, I'll use this. Is this broken stone really okay? Princess Anya did not know that it was the floating cloud pagoda. In its previous life, the floating cloud pagoda was the nine-sun sky raising pagoda. It fell from the inside of the sun along with the sun divine stone and could withstand extremely high temperatures. If you can break a fragment from this broken stone, I'll let you eat it. Qin Yun chuckled. Who wants to eat a stinky man like you? Princess Anya snorted. She didn't ask any more questions and seriously fanned the heavenly fire divine fan to strengthen the flame inside the heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron. She was very doubtful whether Qin Yun could refine a powerful weapon to fight against the Alliance Army's warships. Divine-level materials are very difficult to smelt. Even in the divine desolate, without a strong enough flame, it would take a very long time to melt. And now, Qin Yun has the Starfire Divine Liquid and the help of the Heavenly Fire Divine Fan. The speed at which the materials are melting is still very fast. Princess, your injury has just healed. Is it really okay? You still have to burn for a long time. Qin Yun asked. The more he looked, the more he felt that Princess Anya was the best candidate to look after the fire. Chapter 1812. Heavenly Tablet Canon Qin Yun saw that Princess Anya is very serious and focused on fanning the Heavenly Fire Divine Fan to strengthen the flame of the Heavenly Lion Dragon Suppressing Cauldron. In his heart, he wants her to be in charge of the furnace fire in the future. Princess, you seem to be very interested in inscription refining, Qin Yun said with a smile. Only Qin Yun would dare to think of letting the nine-sun divine maiden watch the furnace. Yes, I know quite a bit about inscription refining. Princess Anya said, I can also carve inscriptions. I have mastered quite a few star and moon runes. Princess Anya gave Qin Yun the kind of Dao Yin rune before. It is also because there is no time. Otherwise, Qin Yun would have studied the Dao Yin rune and then refined a new Nine Heavens Dragon Line canon. How about this? You follow me for a period of time, and I will give you a few pointers. Qin Yun said, Princess, I can see that you are very talented. Your bones are clear and your perception is extremely high. As long as you work hard in this area, you will definitely become a powerful inscription master in the future. Princess Anya coldly snorted. Qin Yun, if you have something to say, just say it. Don't flatter me. Qin Yun said, about this, your Heavenly Fire Divine Fan can make the flame very strong. It could be of great help to me when I'm forging weapons. If you're interested in inscription, stay by my side and learn for a period of time. We will help each other. Don't worry, when you need my help, as long as I have time, I will definitely help you. Princess Anya also has the idea of asking Qin Yun for help in refining tools. Therefore, if she helped Qin Yun, she would not feel embarrassed to ask Qin Yun for help in refining tools in the future. She is proud and arrogant, so it would be easier for her to ask. All right, it's a deal, Qin Yun said with a smile. If you want me to refine tools in the future as long as I have time, I will definitely help you. All right, it's a deal. Princess Anya is also thinking about what she wants Qin Yun to help her refine. Qin Yun hopes that Princess Anya can stay in his nine-sun divine spirit, like Shui, Tianzi, and Zi Qingsheng. When he needs help, he can ask Princess Anya for help. Of course, he is just thinking about it. After all, Princess Anya was the nine-sun divine maiden. It was impossible for her to stay in the nine-sun divine soul all day long. Moreover, the nine-sun divine soul was something that Princess Anya was looking for. Qin Yun could not bear to give the precious nine-sun divine spirit to Princess Anya, so he could not let her know about it. The magic mirror can't be used. If it's possible, I can ask for help. Qin Yun took out the magic mirror and tested it, then sighed. Those fellows used a large number of stars to set up the formation in order to seal the space and cut off the space where the dragon egg is located. At the same time, they can also trap us here. Princess Dark Knight said. Qin Yun said, with me here, they won't succeed. Princess Anya asked, Qin Yun, what weapon are you going to refine to deal with those guys? Our strength is limited, and Qingcheng and Tianzi's cultivation are not high either. Can we really fight against the Alliance Army's warships? Long Tianji has been paying attention to the situation outside. She suddenly said, there are more and more battleships of the Alliance. There are 300 in total, and they all appeared suddenly. They came here through space transmission. This is the star formation. Although the space is sealed, it can also open a space channel to pick up the warships of the other Alliance army. Princess Anya said in a deep voice, we have to leave this place as soon as possible. Qin Yun said with faint smile, don't worry, I have a way to deal with them. In short, I will not leave like this. The Alliance army is my enemy. Outer Heaven Domain people are very developed in space transmission. This is something that a mortal desolate cannot compare to. In a mortal desolate, there are no teleportation formations between cities, let alone cross-heaven domain teleportation. Long Tianji said again, there are even more outer heaven domain people entering the lake. There are all kinds of strange things. Don't be afraid of them. Unless they dig several thousand zhang deep at the bottom of the lake, they won't be able to find us. Qin Yun said with mischievous smile, as long as they can't investigate the divine universe golden stone, it will be very difficult for them to find me. The Heaven Leaping Shuttle is indeed very good. And Qin Yun also plans to take away the dragon egg. The dragon egg can conceal the energy fluctuation of the divine universe golden stone. It can prevent the energy fluctuation from releasing space wave. If he can find a way to conceal it and use it to preserve the divine universe golden stone, then Qin Yun will not be tracked again. Qin Yun constantly added materials to the heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron. They are all golden bricks. What kind of material is that? Princess Anya asked curiously. Unchanging sacred stone. Qin Yun said, do you know what use it has? Princess Anya said in shock, adding this kind of sacred stone, it can become big or small. Although it is called unchanging, it means that it can become infinitely big or infinitely small, right? Where did you get so many of these unchanging sacred stone? You put so many of them. Don't tell me you want them to become very big. The materials I use are mostly divine tier materials. If I want my unchanging sacred stone to keep up with divine tier materials, I need to put in a lot of them. As for where I got them, I don't remember. Maybe someone else gave them to me, or maybe I plundered them from my enemies. Qin Yun said with smile, I also just found this kind of thing in my storage magic tool. Princess Anya feels that Qin Yun's storage magic tool is a huge treasure trove. There are all kinds of precious materials inside. If one can add a bit of those materials when refining, it can make the weapon very strong. Qin Yun, on the other hand, used all the materials in one go. No wonder he needed the help of her Heavenly Fire Divine Fan. If not for the Heavenly Fire Divine Fan to strengthen the flame, Qin Yun did not know when he would be able to melt so many divine tier materials. The materials inside the Heavenly Lion Dragon Suppressing Cauldron have all melted into a viscous liquid, like mud. Qin Yun controlled the floating cloud pagoda that had turned into a workbench to turn it into a floating cloud rod. He grabbed the rod and stirred it inside the Heavenly Lion Dragon Suppressing Cauldron, allowing all kinds of materials to mix together. What kind of material is that rod made of? It is actually not afraid of this level of flame. Princess Anya no longer dared to look down on that broken rod. Floating cloud rod, Qin Yun said with smile. It can be big or small, long or short. The only drawback is that it can't be soft. If it could be soft, it could be used as a whip or rope. Where did you get so many good things? Princess Anya is very jealous. I picked it up, Qin Yun said. He really picked up this floating cloud rod from a divine mountain. I don't believe it, Princess Anya said. After stirring it for a while, Qin Yun saw that it was almost melted and said, "It's done. You take a rest." Princess Anya stopped, sat on a chair, and earnestly looked at Qin Yun. She wants to see what Qin Yun wants to refine. Qin Yun is waiting for the scorching hot stuff to solidify. While waiting, he took out the Gemini treasure mirror and controlled the mysterious fusion heavenly rune to release the power of the mysterious fusion heavenly rune. This can perfectly fuse all kinds of materials. Half a day later, Qin Yun poured out a very solid golden cube from the heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron. It is the fusion of all kinds of divine tier materials. Although it has solidified, its surface is still very hot. Qin Yun placed it on the floating cloud pagoda's platform, tightly held the nine-sun divine hammer with both hands, and smashed it down on the solid golden cube. Boom! Vibration sound spread out. Sparks burst out from the cube. The formidable vibration wave shook Princess Anya to the side, making her feel very uncomfortable. Qin Yun used Heavenly Extermination 9 Styles Heavenly Shake. It can erupt with extremely formidable vibration power, perfectly utilizing his vibration immortal martial spirit. Princess Anya looked at the light golden rune on Qin Yun's thick and solid arms and said in low voice, "Qin Yun, what kind of rune is that on your arm?" Princess Anya saw Qin Yun's nether sun totem before. "Take a guess," Qin Yun said with mischievous smile. The surface of a 9-sun divine hammer also has nether sun totem. Especially after the tool spirit entered the 9-sun divine hammer, its might became even more formidable. I just feel that it is very familiar. In my impression, it should be nether sun totem, but this is impossible. Humans cannot have nether sun totem, and it even appeared on the arm. Princess Anya said, "I suspect that it is a sun rune improved from nether sun totem. If it is carved on the arm, it can release even stronger power." Qin Yun said with smile, "More or less. You are indeed very talented. You can see through so many things. My memory is very vague. Wait until I completely recover my memory. I will know even more." Princess Anya said again. Qin Yun earnestly forged the material. He wants to refine it and get rid of the impurities inside it. He wants to make this divine tier metal material even stronger. This process lasted for 7 days. Qin Yun continuously forged for 7 days. For one day, he let Princess Anya use the heavenly flame divine fan to burn it for 2 hours and then continued forging. After 7 days of repeated hammering, the material became a lot smaller and gradually turned into a cannon barrel. This time, Qin Yun made it smaller and thinner. It became like a flute. There are 9 holes on it, and the space inside the 9 holes can be placed inside the 9-dragon heavenly steel. After it becomes bigger, it can be used like cannon. There's also a 9-dragon heavenly origin formation inside. It can erupt with very strong power. The rough embryo is done. Next is to carve runes. Qin Yun took out the floating cloud divine needle and injected the needle's spirit into it. 9 heavenly lion totem and 9 dragon totem are carved on it. Even without using the 9-dragon heavenly origin formation, the power of the 9 heavens dragon lion cannon is still very strong. Princess Anya watched Qin Yun refine tools for more than half a month. During this time, she asked many questions, and Qin Yun patiently answered all of them. When she found out that Qin Yun wants to put the entire 9-dragon heavenly origin formation inside, she is sure that the power of the 9 heavens dragon lion cannon is very strong. The heaven-leaping shuttle has been hiding in the depths of the lake for more than half a month. The Alliance army has not been able to find it, and they are also unable to break the protective shell on the surface of the dragon egg. After all, it is a clone left behind by Xinyu Tianlong. It is very difficult to break it. "Almost there?" Princess Anya asked. She is also somewhat looking forward to the might of Qin Yun's 9 heavens dragon lion cannon. Qin Yun made the 9 heavens dragon lion cannon bigger and carried it on his shoulder. After testing it, he said with a smile, "Almost there. I will refine a few more cannonballs, and then I can go out to battle." "Cannonballs?" Princess Anya said with frown. Chapter 1813. The dragon egg appeared when Princess and Yi saw the pill transformation heavenly furnace. She said in shock, "This thing, it seems to be a sun soul." "Really? Is this really a sun soul?" Qinyan was also very surprised. He never expected that the pill transformation heavenly furnace would actually be a sun soul. This is an ancient sun soul, and it's the kind that never sleeps. Princess and Yi walked over and carefully looked at the ugly pill transformation heavenly furnace. The pill transformation heavenly furnace was like a big black water jar. No matter how you looked at it, it was ugly. No one who had seen the pill transformation heavenly furnace said that it was ugly. Only this princess and Yi could tell at a glance that this thing was a sun soul. "I'm sure that this is a sun soul, and it's a very special sun soul." Princess and Yi exclaimed, "You actually don't know that this is a sun soul?" Qinyan spread out his hands and said, "I really don't know. It's quite useful. After putting things in, the quality of those things can be improved. Of course, it requires a large amount of energy to be absorbed." Princess and Yi snorted. "This kind of thing can only be formed naturally. Where did you get it?" The pill transformation heavenly furnace was in the 9-yang divine spirit. Of course, Qinyan would not tell Princess and Yi directly. "Well, I got it by chance." Qinyan chuckled. He did not say that he picked it up because it was a bit ridiculous. Princess and Yi was very jealous. Qinyan was clearly an enemy of the heavenly Tao, but he always had such a good thing. In the past few days, Qinyan had often taken things out of the 9-yang divine spirit. Princess and Yi did not discover the 9-yang divine spirit, so he was very relieved to use it. Now he released a star from the 9-yang divine spirit and directly moved it into the pill transformation heavenly furnace. There was a lot of space inside the pill transformation heavenly furnace, so it was not a problem to accommodate those stars. Previously, during the great battle in the 10,000 Snake Mountain range, the powers of the outer realm had jointly released the stars. They had set up a star formation. After the formation was broken, Qinyan took advantage of the chaos to take away all the stars. There were thousands of them. It would take a lot of energy to make the pill transformation heavenly furnace turn a star into a pill. Qinyan had obtained 2 energy sources from the 2 warships of the Alliance Army, both of which contained a lot of energy. Those 2 stars were in his 9-yang divine soul. In order to refine faster, he released the 9 dragons heavenly origin formation and surrounded the pill transformation heavenly furnace. Then, he controlled the stars inside the 9-sun divine spirit to release energy for the pill transformation heavenly furnace to absorb. Not long after, the Dan-melting heavenly furnace began to tremble, currently refining the star inside. "What are you refining?" Although Princess Anya did not know what Qinyan was refining, she could see that there was an incomparably powerful energy circulating. "Cannonball," Qinyan said with a smile. "Wait until I finish refining it. You will know." 2 hours passed. Qinyan also finished refining an artillery shell. The cannonball could not be compressed any smaller. It was about the size of a watermelon, but the energy inside was extremely terrifying. "Princess, you are experienced and knowledgeable. Can you tell what this is made from?" Qinyan chuckled. Princess Anya took it and held it in her hands. She felt it was very heavy. She frowned and said, "Very strong star power. Did you refine it with stars?" Qinyan nodded and said with a smile, "Not bad." Princess Anya said in amazement, "Did you take away all the stars inside the Star Great Formation?" The stars inside the Star Great Formation suddenly disappeared. Many people thought that they were taken away by Outer Heaven Domain people, but they did not expect that they would be taken away by Qinyan. Qinyan said, "I also don't know how strong these things are, but they should be enough to deal with those battleships. I will refine 8 or 10 more. Then I will go out and give it a try." Soon after, he began again. 1 day passed. He refined a total of 10 artillery shells. "I will rest for a while, then I will go out," Qinyan said. Late at night, after Qinyan rested, he sat in the middle of the main control room. Princess Anya and Long Tianji are sitting on either side of him. Long Tianji is very familiar with the situation outside. She is now guiding Qin Yun towards the nearest Alliance battleship. The heaven-leaping shuttle suddenly jumped through space and arrived in the sky. There are dozens of Alliance battleships floating motionlessly in the sky in front of them. Clearly, they are maintaining the battleships. The energy of Alliance battleships mainly comes from the stars. During the night, when the stars are shining brightly, the battleships can stop and absorb the star power. Qin Yun loaded a star artillery shell into the Nine Heavens Dragon Line cannon and sat in the main control room, facing the front. When the artillery shell is fired, it will be sent out by the heaven-leaping shuttle towards the battleships outside. Qin Yun inhaled a mouthful of air. He is also very nervous. He aimed at the battleships ahead and activated the heavenly steel inside the Nine Heavens Dragon Line cannon. The Nine Dragon Heavenly Origin Formation has been activated. Once the formation is activated, the Nine Heavens Dragon Line cannon will be able to obtain even greater power, penetrating power, and shooting speed. Fire! Qin Yun shouted in his heart. The Nine Heavens Dragon Lion cannon suddenly trembled and let out a roar that sounds like a dragon and lion roaring. The artillery shell flew out and pierced through space. After arriving outside, the star transformed into a lion head, and a very large illusory image of a golden lion head appeared. Seeing this scene, Princess Anya tightly clenched her fists. She is very shocked. Roar! The artillery shell transformed into a dragon and lion and rushed towards the battleships. With a loud explosion, the artillery shell pierced through the battleship in a flash and blasted it apart from the middle. Then it continued flying forward. Boom! With another loud explosion, the artillery shell continued flying forward and blasted apart the second black battleship. Next, several dozen explosions occurred. Flame soared to the sky and illuminated the entire lake. A large number of fragments dropped into the lake along with raging flames. Dozens of 1,000-feet-long flying battleships have been blasted apart in a short period of time. They're all severely damaged and fell down. So hot. Qin Yun has no choice but to use his mental power to lift up the Nine Heavens Dragon Lion cannon. He doesn't need to worry about the runes being destroyed because they're divine tier materials. They won't melt. But they still have a problem with heat. Princess Anya exclaimed in admiration and said, "Too awesome." In the end, the cannonball landed in the distance and smashed into the superstar formation formed by the huge wall of stars, blowing up one of the stars. Along with the trembling sound, the superstar great formation that sealed the space has been temporarily damaged. Qin Yun immediately used the Devil Mirror to spread the news of the divine universe Heavenly Dragon's dragon egg. The other flying battleships inside are now flying back and forth. They're all looking for the thing that attacked them. After Qin Yun extracted a large number of remnant souls, he immediately left and continued hiding under the dragon egg, waiting for the Nine Heavens Dragon Lion cannon to cool down. The superstar great formation is very powerful. It was only temporarily damaged and repaired in a short moment. And the news of the dragon egg has already spread. The Imperial race will definitely rush over immediately. That dragon egg is very important to them. Princess Anya said, "Although we can't get it, it's better than falling into the hands of the Alliance army." Qin Yun is also using all kinds of methods to quickly cool down the Nine Heavens Dragon Line cannon. Princess Anya said, "Qin Yun, do you want to get the dragon egg?" Qin Yun said with a smile, "Of course I want to. After all, I have encountered it. This is a good thing. I can help you get it." Princess Anya said, "What should I do?" Qin Yun promptly asked. The surface of the dragon egg is only the shell. Only after you break it can you see the real dragon egg. And inside is the real dragon egg. I don't know exactly how big it is, but I have a way to make the dragon egg break free from the seal inside. Princess Anya said. Qin Yun said, "I will use the Nine Heavens Dragon Lion cannon to attack. How about it?" Princess Anya nodded and said, "You can try." The outer protective shell of the dragon egg is very strong, and there's also a barrier inside. It won't damage the real dragon egg. Qin Yun said with a smile, "After it cools down, I will immediately start." "Master, There are many flying battleships. Moreover, they also made a very big net to cover the lake. Long, Tianji said. It's fine, I don't have to go up to attack the dragon egg. It's the same underwater. Qin Yun said. 9 Heavens Dragon Lion Cannon can make the Star Cannonball even stronger. The Alliance army is in chaos. Dozens of their battleships have been inexplicably destroyed. Their losses are very great. They are all extremely angry. They know that it was all done by Qin Yun. They just don't know how Qin Yun has such formidable power. The energy balls shot out by the Alliance army battleships are very strong, but they can't destroy their battleships. In their eyes, the Immortal Desolate actually has a weapon that can break through the barrier of their battleships. Moreover, it destroyed dozens of battleships in one go. This kind of weapon can be considered very advanced, even in the 3,000 heavenly domains. Qin Yun waited for 4 hours before the 9 Heavens Dragon Lion Cannon cooled down. After holding it in his hand, Qin Yun felt relieved to continue using it. He is worried that if he uses it continuously, it will affect the 9 Dragon Heavenly Origin Formation. Because the materials used to refine the 9 Dragon Heavenly Origin Formation are not divine tier materials. At the bottom of the lake, Qin Yun shot a star cannonball at the location of the dragon egg. When the star cannonball hit the dragon egg, the bottom of the lake also erupted with a violent vibration. The calm surface of the lake suddenly surged. Although more than half of the lake's water has been sucked away, it can still set off a 100-meter wave. Inside the heaven-leaping shuttle, one can also feel the intense shaking. The huge protective shell on the surface of the dragon egg cracked. After the cracks appeared, the Alliance army people let out a burst of exclamations. They couldn't break the protective shell of the dragon egg, but Qin Yun broke it. The protective shell is very thick and very strong. After it was broken, intense golden light burst out from inside. In the middle of the protective shell, there is a huge oval golden ball that is more than 10 meters long. That's the real dragon egg, Princess Anya shouted. At the same time, dozens of armored giants from the outer heaven domain descended. Just as they approached, the dragon egg began to spin and burst out with a burst of energy wave. The energy wave rippled out, and the dozens of armored giants turned into golden mist in an instant. Those giants are extremely powerful, but they were instantly vaporized. Qin Yun, let me out. I have a way to take away the dragon egg. Princess Anya said. Can you really do it? Qin Yun is somewhat worried. Hurry up, Princess Anya urged. Chapter 1814. The magical use of eggshell. The real dragon egg has finally appeared. Those outer heaven domain people are very excited, because this was what they had been looking for many years. The leaders of the Sun Soul race and the Sun Hunter race were also watching from the side. In their opinion, it was a good thing that the outer heavens obtained the dragon egg. It was because if it fell into the hands of the Emperor clans, it would increase the strength of the Emperor clans. At that time, it would be even easier to suppress them. I have to say, this Qin Yun fellow is truly capable. He can actually blast open the protective shell. An old man from the Sun Spirit race chuckled and said, So what if he blasted it open? In the end, it won't be him. Demon Immortal Great Emperor said, The outer heaven realm should leave immediately after getting the dragon egg, right? Such a powerful thing. They will definitely take it back and protect it for research. Of course, the Alliance army has suffered such a huge loss this time. If we don't take something back, the commander of the Alliance army in charge of coming to the Immortal Desolate Land will definitely be punished. The Dark Royal Race elder said with smile. If they obtain the dragon egg, they might temporarily give up on dealing with Qin Yun. Qin Yun had the Sun Soul, a large piece of divine universe metal stone, and all sorts of good things in his hands. These experts from the Immortal Desolate's powerful races all want to obtain the things in Qin Yun's hands. The oval-shaped dragon egg was currently spinning on the spot. Every instant, it would spin dozens of times. As it spun, it would explode with violent shock waves. The shock wave was extremely hot, and anyone who got close to it would be vaporized instantly. Qin Yun was quite far away from the dragon egg, but he could still sense how terrifying it was. If Princess Anya had not insisted on going out, he would never have let her go out. After Princess Anya was teleported out, she quickly flew towards the dragon egg. Qinyan looked at Princess Dark Knight's back and felt very worried. The powerful giants of the outer heaven realm were wearing very powerful armor, but when they approached the dragon egg, they were instantly vaporized. However, when Princess Anya approached, she seemed to be fine. This woman is truly not afraid of the dragon egg, Qinyan said in shock. How did she do it? Princess Anya approached the dragon egg. Not only was she not vaporized, but she was also able to fly steadily toward the violent shock wave. A large number of people from the outer heavens in the sky became extremely nervous when they saw a figure approaching the dragon egg. Who is that guy? Is it Qinyan? Someone from the outer heavens shouted. It's not Qinyan. It's Princess Dark Knight. The people of the Dark Royal family cried out in alarm. They did not know that Princess Anya and Qinyan had a good relationship, so they did not associate them together. They only thought that Princess Anya was acting alone. The man from the outer heavens shouted anxiously, "Who is this woman? Quickly kill her. Don't let her get close to the dragon egg." Alliance warships aim at the people near the dragon egg. The Alliance warships in the sky immediately aimed at the dragon egg. Boom, boom, boom. In the blink of an eye, countless powerful balls of energy enveloped the dragon egg like a torrential rain. The powerful shockwave released by the dragon egg also blasted away all of the energy balls. Princess Anya, who was close to the dragon egg, was not attacked. Qinyan was relieved to see this. He had planned to control the sky-leaping shuttle to approach and pick up Princess Anya. His heaven-leaping shuttle was quite a distance away from the dragon egg, so he didn't dare to get too close. Continue to attack. The people from the outer heavens shouted again. The flying warships launched another round of attacks. This time, however, the sky-soaring warship did not shoot out energy clumps. Instead, it shot out relatively large spherical crystals. Are those guys shooting out star cores? Qinyan is alarmed when he saw this. Those huge spherical crystals pierced through the shockwave wall released by the dragon egg in an instant. Boom, boom. In the blink of an eye, Princess Anya was enveloped by a burst of explosions and flashes of light. And Qinyan's heaven-leaping shuttle has already rushed in. The dragon egg has been hit. The heaven-leaping shuttle rushed into the intense light. Qinyan also saw the damaged dragon egg. There is nothing inside, only a ball of golden energy. Princess Anya was injured again. She did not succeed in obtaining the dragon egg. She also did not expect that the dragon egg's defense would be so weak that it would be broken in an instant. The damaged dragon egg did not continue to spin and became much gentler. Qinyan teleported Princess Anya to the main control room, and the dragon egg was teleported to the large warehouse by him. Let's go. Qinyan controlled the heaven-leaping shuttle and teleported away. He obtained the dragon egg, but it is damaged. Princess Anya's injuries are rather serious, and she has already fainted. Qinyan released the 9-dragon heavenly origin formation to heal her. The heaven-leaping shuttle was unable to leave the superstar formation, so it could only wander around inside. And at the place where the dragon egg was, explosions continued. After the dragon egg was damaged, a portion of the energy leaked out, producing a very high temperature. The Dark Royal race, the Sun Spirit race, and the people of the Outer Heaven domain all believed that the dragon egg was still there because they could feel the dragon egg's energy aura. They also believed that the dragon egg was very strong and would not be damaged so easily. However, after a round of bombardment, they discovered that the dragon egg's aura was getting weaker and weaker. Where's the dragon egg? Could it be that it's gone? Look, there are many golden things on the protective shell. Could it be egg yolks? The temperature of the egg yolks was extremely high, causing the surrounding lake water to boil. The experts of the Alliance army rushed down one after another and collected the egg yolks. It's a very strong divine power, and it's evolved. There's only so much left of the dragon egg. An old man looked at the basin of golden mucus and said with a regretful expression, "How could the dragon egg be so weak?" It was blasted away in an instant. Someone sighed. The expressions of the experts of the Alliance army are all very unsightly. Their mood is extremely bad. They were about to obtain the dragon egg, but later on they destroyed it, leaving behind only this little bit of egg yolk. They did not know that Qin just took away the damaged dragon egg. Inside the warehouse of the heaven-leaping shuttle, Qin looked at the gigantic damaged dragon egg and shook his head with a sigh. What a pity. Ling Yun said with a smile. Xiao Yun, it doesn't matter. Don't you still have the Devil Star Tyrant Dragon? This guy can fuse with a lot of energy. Maybe the Devil Star Tyrant Dragon can fuse with the Dragon Egg's energy and become a little divine, heavenly dragon? That's right. Qin hastily placed the Dragon Egg's energy into the third pearl of the Nine-Sun Divine Spirit and mixed it with the Devil Star Tyrant Dragon. Then he added the Divine Dragon Bone. The Devil Star Tyrant Dragon was born with the ability to devour and fuse. After devouring other things, it can naturally fuse and evolve. At least I obtained most of the Dragon Egg's energy. Qin chuckled and said, It won't be long before the divine heavenly dragon will be controlled by me in another way. Qin returned to the main control room. Princess Anya is lying on the bed at the center of the Nine-Dragon Heavenly Origin Formation. She is in a very bad mood and did not say a word. I failed, Princess Anya said. I let you torment me for nothing. It doesn't matter. It's good that you're fine, Qin said with a smile. I overestimated that dragon egg. Princess Anya sighed. Qin said, I obtained most of the eggshell. The harvest is not small. He extracted the dragon egg's energy and placed it into the Nine-Sun Divine Spirit. The eggshell was shattered by him. Those eggshells can conceal the energy fluctuations of the divine universe, Golden Stone. Qin took out the shattered eggshell. The golden eggshell is also relatively thick. After shattering, it turned into large golden stones. He placed the golden stones on both sides of his seat and said with a smile, This way, those guys shouldn't be able to find me, right? The fluctuations released by the Divine Universe Golden Stone are very intense. Now that they are covered by the Dragon Egg's special eggshell, they won't be released. Previously, Qin hid under the Dragon Egg's protective shell and was not found. The heaven-leaping shuttle became invisible and floated in the air, gradually approaching a black warship. We haven't been discovered. Qin nervously looked at the black warship in front of him. Princess Anya, who is lying on the bed, is also very nervous. In this superstar formation, there are many outer heaven domain people and sun spirit race people searching everywhere for Qin. They are very sure that Qin can't leave this formation. However, the outer heaven domain people can't sense the fluctuations of the divine universe Golden Stone. They also don't know what's going on. When they saw the heaven-leaping shuttle appear near the lake, they thought that Qin was at the bottom of the lake. However, after searching for a long time, they still couldn't find the shadow of the heaven-leaping shuttle. They also don't know that Qin used the Dragon Egg's eggshell to conceal the divine universe Golden Stone's energy fluctuations. Great, this Dragon Egg is truly a good thing, Qin said with a mischievous smile. The Dragon Egg's eggshell is 1/2 meter thick, and the fragments piled up like a small hill. Princess Anya felt a bit better in her heart. At least the eggshell is of great help to Qin. They won't be able to find us. Once they close the formation, we can leave. Princess Anya said, Let's waste time here. I want to see who will suffer more. Qin controlled the burning hot 9 Heavens Dragon Lion Cannon to fly around and said with a mischievous smile, Wait until it cools down. I will let them see how powerful I am. There are still many flying battleships here. Destroying as many as possible is good. Once a battleship is destroyed, many outer heaven domain people inside will die. Qin can take this opportunity to collect remnant souls. After waiting for 2 to 3 hours, the 9 Heavens Dragon Lion Cannon completely cools down. Those battleships are not lined up. They are hovering in the air. They are also worried that they will be destroyed by the cannon. Qin aimed at the largest flying battleship. This big guy will definitely look good when it explodes. Qin Yin said with smile. The nine heavens dragon lion cannon shook, and the star cannonball shot out. Boom! A loud explosion shook the vault of heaven. That several thousand-meter-long black battleship suddenly exploded. A large amount of fragments, accompanied by violent flame and the fragments of the star cannonball, flew in all directions, covering the sky and covering the earth. Many of the smaller black battleships nearby were affected by this. This time, Qin Yun let the star cannonball explode inside the ship. These guys are still too backward. Their battleships are very strong, but they're so big, it is very easy to become a target. Qin Yun shook his head and said with smile as he looked at the largest battleship being smashed to pieces. The Alliance Army's battleships are in chaos again. They are all cursing at Qin Yun. Chapter 1815. Star and Moon Dao Yin. Outside the superstar formation, many immortal desolate experts sensed it one after another, especially the Imperial Clan Dragon Warriors, who burst out with roars. Although the superstar formation is powerful, it will be broken sooner or later if it is attacked by a large group of experts. Retreat! A shout came from one of the Alliance Army's warships. Those big stars suddenly floated up and flew towards the warships. The stars floated, and the formation was also put away. When Qin Yun saw it, he immediately controlled the heaven-leaping shuttle to fly over and then teleported out. Those huge stars flew towards the ship and produced all kinds of auras. Qin Yun hid in the tyrannical aura, and it was difficult to discover him. It's mine! Qin Yun controlled the Nine-Sun Divine Spirit and released a very powerful spatial power, absorbing a large area of stars into the fifth pearl of the Nine-Sun Divine Spirit. After those stars left the formation, they were absorbed into the space inside the warships. As for Qin Yun, the spatial power inside the Nine-Sun Divine Spirit is relatively strong, so it directly led away most of the stars. These stars were all collected by the Alliance Army over the years in the starry sky. Although there are many stars in the starry sky, there are not many that can be used to set up formations. Most of them have been taken away by others. Therefore, Qin Yun wanted to take advantage of this opportunity to snatch some. It might be useful in the future. The Alliance Army discovered that some of the stars had suddenly disappeared. While they were angry, they also thought that it might be done by Qin Yun, because Qin Yun has a very powerful spatial divine tool that can release enough spatial power to draw away their stars. The experts of the Immortal Desolate have already arrived. The Alliance Army does not want to fight with the experts of the Immortal Desolate. In the previous battle, the Alliance Army suffered heavy losses, and that was mainly caused by Qin Yun and Heartless Immortal Venerable. When they saw Heartless Immortal Venerable coming, they didn't want to fight at all. Moreover, there's a very sinister Qin Yun hiding in the dark. Seeing the arrival of the experts of the Immortal Desolate, the warships of the Alliance Army quickly flew away. Qin Yun is also a lot more relieved. He is still more worried about another war breaking out, because this time the Alliance Army is still relatively strong. If they fight, both sides will only suffer. At that time, the evil forces of the Dark Royal family will laugh at the end. Qin Brat, where is the dragon egg you mentioned? Elder Qin used a magic mirror to contact Qin Yun. It was broken by the Alliance Army. Qin Yun said, it was those guys who broke it. The Imperial Dragon race also flew towards the group of people from the Dark Royal clan and asked them about the situation of the dragon egg. Afterwards, they found out that it was indeed destroyed by the Alliance Army. Qin Yun does not want others to know that most of the dragon eggs are in his hands. The Imperial Dragon race was furious. They knew that the dragon egg was extremely important. It could hatch a clone of the Divine Universe Dragon. Those fellows from the Outer Heaven realm have often come to the Nine-Sun Heavenly Domain to cause trouble in the past few epochs. It's also because there are no Imperial clans here that they are so arrogant. Princess Yi said, now that there are Imperial clans here, the Immortal Desolate is not easy to bully. Qin Yun said with a smile, even if it is the Alliance Army, If they want to attack the immortal desolate, they have to be prepared to suffer heavy losses. Princess Yi sighed and said, "The Emperor clan has the advantage of bloodline. Even though they're lagging behind in terms of runes, because of their bloodline, they can make their bodies, souls, and power very powerful. It's an advantage that many outer heavens don't have." Qin Yun used the magic mirror to contact Xiaohua. The current situation of the divine inscription Divine Mountain is very good. Then he contacted Guanghan Palace's Yu. The Guanghan Palace was once attacked by the Alliance army. Fortunately, the enlarged moon has a very strong barrier defense. The Alliance army was unable to break through and could only leave dejectedly. Qin Yun contacted Siakuru and asked when they will set off for the Cloud Dragon Mountain range. Siakuru only said that they are ready to set off. The specific time has not been set. As for the Dark Royal race and Imperial race, they are also preparing to head to the Cloud Dragon Mountain range. Qin Yun asked Siakuru many things, but she did not answer. She only said that once they go to the Cloud Dragon Mountain range's immortal graveyard, they will be able to roughly figure it out. Because the powerful outer heaven realm powers have come to the immortal desolate, and they control all kinds of powerful flying ships, the people in the immortal desolate are in a state of panic. Many people want to join the outer heaven realm. Qin Yun announced a video on the magic mirror platform. It's the process of him killing those Alliance warships. He wants to let the immortal desolate know that the Alliance army is only SOSO. At the same time, it also let the outer heaven domain know that there are many capable people in the immortal desolate. If they fight to the death, the outer heaven domain will suffer heavy losses. As for those people from the outer heaven domain, they saw their battleships being destroyed and a large number of stars being taken away. They are incomparably furious. They even said that they will capture Qin Yun and skin him alive and then post the process on the magic mirror. The experts of the Imperial clan all returned to the Imperial clan shrine. In the immortal desolate, many flying ships appeared from time to time. They were all from outer heaven domain forces. The people of the outer heavens were all looking for the sun divine crystal. The divine power inside the sun god crystal was very important to those from the outer heavens. To the people of the ancient era, it was even more important because every time they woke up, they had to specifically search for large amounts of sun god crystals. The people from the outer heavens were very barbaric. They would rob the sun god crystal as soon as they saw it. The people of the ancient era were more principled. If someone else got it first, they wouldn't snatch it from others. If he was the first to obtain or discover the sun god crystal, and someone else came to snatch it, they would have to fight back. Therefore, many people from the outer heavens had died tragically at the hands of the ancient era. The people of the ancient era have been robbed many times. They bitterly hated the people of the outer heavens. As long as they saw the ships of the people of the outer heavens flying over, they would immediately attack and shoot down those ships. In this way, the people of the outer heavens provoked an extremely terrifying ancient power in the immortal desolate. Qin Yun did not return to the Imperial clan shrine. He controlled the heaven-leaping shuttle to float. In the past few days, through the magic mirror, he has been able to see the news of the battles between the people of the outer heavens and the people of the immortal desolate. The people of the outer heavens were regarded as bandits by the people of the immortal desolate, so there were frequent conflicts between them and the people of the outer heavens in the immortal desolate. Princess Inye's injuries have also completely recovered. She is preparing to return to the Imperial clan shrine. The Imperial clan and the Dark Royal clan are going to the Cloud Dragon Mountain range. You can go with them. Qin Yun said, "I still don't know when I'll be leaving. I asked before, but they wouldn't let me go." Princess Yi said, "Qin Yun, you must bring me along. Going to the Cloud Dragon Mountain range is very important to me." Qin Yun said with a smile, "Don't worry, I will definitely bring you there." At this moment, the heaven-leaping shuttle has arrived near the Imperial clan shrine. Qin Yun looked at the huge city floating in the sky and said with a sigh, "I also want to return to the Imperial clan shrine. It's relatively quiet inside." He is also afraid of implicating the Imperial clan, so he did not go back. Your divine universe golden stone won't be detected. It doesn't matter if you go back. Princess Yi said. And you go back first, I'll ask Elder Qin. Qin Yun nodded. Princess Yi left the heaven-leaping shuttle and flew towards the Imperial Clan Shrine. Qin Yun returned to the Divine Inscription Mountain. Long Yuqing is not here. She simply can't sit still. After eating and drinking here, she also went out to behave atrociously. It's still my own nest, after Qin Yun returned, he said with mischievous smile. Boss, after that great battle, I went back again and picked up a lot of good things to eat. Mountain God sat on a rock and said with mischievous smile, the current divine inscription mountain has evolved a lot again. Mountain God can control the divine inscription mountain to devour many things that contain energy. After eating, they can become nourishment for the divine mountain and strengthen it. Qin Yun said with smile, Old mountain, I'll take you to a place. There might be a lot of delicious food there. Soon after, Qin Yun guided the divine inscription mountain and carried out many spatial teleportation. They arrived at the lake where the dragon egg was. There are many protective shells here. These protective shells are very stiff. The moment Mountain God saw them, he knew that they're good things. Then he stored them inside the divine inscription mountain and refined them bit by bit. The divine inscription mountain roamed around the 10,000 snake mountain range. Qin Yun took advantage of this moment to slightly modify the 9-dragon heavenly origin formation. He added a very large base to the 9 heavenly steels. The material of the base is refined from the dragon egg's eggshell. With these 9 bases, even if Qin Yun uses divine universe golden stone, he won't leak any fluctuation of divine cosmos power and won't be sensed. Next, Qin Yun began researching those Dao Yin runes. Princess Yi only has a total of 9 Dao Yin runes. She said that they're the most important to the 9-son royal family. After Qin Yun carefully studied them, he discovered that the 9 Dao Yin runes are very mystical. Although there are only 9 of these Dao Yin runes, if one can comprehend them, they can transform into 2, 2 into 4, and finally, they can transform into a myriad of forms. Multiple Dao Yin runes can also be combined with each other and become even more powerful runes. Not to mention comprehending 9. Even comprehending 1 would benefit greatly, but it is also very difficult. Qin Yun roughly looked at the 9 Dao Yin runes and decided to start one by one. He is not greedy. Ling Yun said, the dark lines of the Dao Yin runes are not moving. After carving the dark lines, the bright lines will naturally appear and they will even flow. Qin Yun said with smile, these dynamic runes are really interesting. When carving the dark lines, you can change the dark lines yourself and use this to display all kinds of different dynamic bright lines. Xiao Yun, the direction of your main attack should be related to the inscription spirit you control. Ling Yun said, this way it will be much easier. Qin Yun nodded. He is also considering this because it will allow him to carve Dao Yin runes even faster. Dao Yin runes are mainly star and moon runes. There are no sun runes, and I don't have the Sun Emperor inscription spirit. It is still very difficult to carve complex sun runes. Qin Yun said, with star and moon runes as the main, it will be much easier for me. Star and moon-based Dao Yin runes can derive all kinds of runes of other attributes. Qin Yun looked at the bee skin in his hand with a frown and said, the Dao Yin rune in my hand is a weapon type. Chapter 1816. Tortoise Rune. Ever since Qin Yun fought with Peng Hantao, he experienced the power of inscription battle technique. Previously, he saw Imperial Star Heavenly King of the 4 great Heavenly Kings use inscription battle technique to fight with Outer Heaven Domain people. Moreover, he mainly used star runes. Inscription battle technique is very useful. Qin Yun said, even if I can use weapons, if I can use it together with inscription battle technique, it will definitely be even stronger. He closed his eyes and began thinking about how to combine Weapon Dao Evolution Rune. A few days passed. Star and Moon Sword Rune. Qin Yun suddenly opened his eyes, holding the floating cloud divine needle. He quickly drew a group of extremely complicated runes in the air. That group of runes is formed by combining Weapon, Dao, Evolution Rune, and Sword Totem. Qin Yun's Weapon King Inscription Spirit, Star Lord Inscription Spirit, and Moon Lady Inscription Spirit. The runes carved by these three are also extremely fine. As for how high it is, he doesn't pay attention to it right now. He only knows that the runes he drew are very strong. Not long after, he drew a group of Dao Evolution Runes in the air. It is a Star and Moon Sword Rune derived from Sword Totem and Dao Evolution Rune. When drawing dark runes, they look like messy runes. But after drawing, those messy-looking dark runes suddenly disappeared and flashed with a burst of light. Then, the complicated runes condensed into a long sword, filled with Dao power. That sword looks like it is weaved from many runes, and those runes are rapidly changing. During the process of changing, it still maintained the shape of a sword, and even released a wave of heavenly might sword power. Qin Yun faintly smiled. Success. With Inscription Spirit, one can comprehend quickly. He controlled the sword to fly out like a bolt of lightning, possessing an extremely powerful penetrating power. The most terrifying thing is that the main power of this sword is the power of Blood Soul, and the sword condensed from the power of Blood Soul is actually very sharp, able to cut iron like mud. The power of Blood Soul can't be maintained for a long time, but the Star and Moon Sword Rune for a short period of time is enough to be fatal. Xiao Yun, think about how to release the form of Inscription Spirit. That is also very strong. Ling Yun said with a smile. I have to go ask Brother Peng. Qin Yun said, this guy's Inscription Spirit can take form. He must have experience in this aspect. Qin Yun immediately took out the Fiend Mirror and entrusted it to Immortal Emperor Fiend Mirror to find Peng Hantao's nickname. It didn't take long before the Demon Mirror Immortal Emperor found out that Peng Hantao's nickname was Suave Handsome Guest. This guy is really narcissistic. Qin Yun smiled and contacted Peng Hantao through this nickname. Brother Peng, I am Qin Yun. Qin Yun said directly. How did you find me, Heavenly Master Qin? Peng Hantao chuckled. Don't worry about that. Qin Yun said with smile. Where are you? Let's get together. I'm in the Immortal King Ancient City. Can you come? Peng Hantao also wanted to meet Qin Yun. During this period of time, Qin Yun had done a lot of things. I am an Immortal Emperor. I can't go to the Immortal King Ancient City. Qin Yun said. All right, I'll go find you. Where are you? Peng Hantao rather admires Qin Yun. After all, he was defeated by Qin Yun. As an experienced Inscription Dome master, he actually lost to a rookie like Qin Yun, so he admires Qin Yun very much. Qin Yun said that he is outside the Thunder Fog Heavenly Forest. Peng Hantao is not surprised because Thunder Fog Heavenly Forest is the safest place for Qin Yun. Not long after, Peng Hantao arrived outside the Thunder Fog Heavenly Forest. Qin Yun went out to pick him up. After Qin Yun sent Peng Hantao to the control room of the Heaven Leaping Shuttle, he said in shock, Suave Handsome Guest, what happened to your face? Peng Hantao is wearing suave white clothes, but the left side of his face is somewhat swollen and covered with a black cloth. He looked all around, found a chair, and sat down. He waved his hand and sighed. Don't talk about it. I am very unlucky. I accidentally provoked a guy. While speaking, he tore off the black cloth covering his face. On the left side of his face, there is a turtle pattern flickering with green light. The turtle pattern was drawn with glowing green runes. You are a very powerful inscription master, yet you are unable to get rid of these runes? Qin Yun finds this somewhat funny. Who did you provoke? You lost the competition? Peng Hantao's expression is grave as he said, Qin Yun, after the Dragon Egg incident, did you not contact the Imperial Race Divine Palace? These past few days, Qin Yun has been researching the Dao Amplification Rune. He has not contacted Elder Qin. He shook his head. What happened to the Imperial Race Divine Palace? Qin Yun asked. A group of very powerful guys came. I lost to one of their female delinquents, and then she drew a turtle on my face. I am unable to remove it. Even my Peng family's elders are unable to do so. Peng Hantao poked his face and said with painful expression, "After touching it, it is still very painful. That guy used a kind of poison rune. It will make my face always swollen." A female delinquent? She can defeat you? Qin Yun is somewhat surprised. That female delinquent is an immortal emperor. I am just the 9th immortal king. It is very normal for me to lose. Peng Hantao curled his lips. Big brother Qin, that group of people is very mysterious. The imperial race didn't say where they came from, but according to my understanding, that group of people are rather arrogant. Even the elders and clan kings of the imperial race have to give them face. Qin Yun said in shock. Even the clan kings have to give them face. Peng Hantao nodded and said, "I heard that Immortal Desolate Dragon Emperor and Red Sun Dragon Mother were originally in the Dragon Manor, but because they couldn't stand the kind of bird aura, they left the Imperial Race Divine Palace and returned to their Dragon Race nest. With Dragon Emperor and Dragon Mother's character, they really can't stand other people being arrogant in front of them. If they can't fight back, they can only avoid them." Qin Yun rolled up his sleeves and said with a smile, "Let's talk about this later. I will first help you remove the turtle on your face. You already call me Big Brother. I have to help you no matter what. If you can help me get rid of it, then you'll be my Big Brother." Peng Hantao said with bitter smile, "Big Brother, don't say that I look down on you. Really. I don't have any hope, because even my father and a few awesome inscription masters in my family can't get rid of this damn turtle." Qin Yun said with a smile, "Brother Peng, I can help you get rid of it." Peng Hantao said, "Brother Peng, that delinquent girl said that as long as I crawl into her crotch, she will help me get rid of that damn turtle." Qin Yun rolled his eyes and said with a smile, "Brother Peng, how about this? I will add some technique to the turtle tattoo on your face so that she can't get rid of it. Then you can go and make her look bad. Is it really possible?" Peng Hantao is somewhat excited, then sighed and said, "It will be very difficult. Those people's inscription technique is very strong. When the old antiques of the inscription world see them, they're like grandchildren." Qin Yun took out the floating cloud divine needle and said, "Don't move. I will begin." Peng Hantao also did not move. The floating cloud divine needle released blood spirit power and touched the green turtle tattoo. Peng Hantao shouted loudly, "It hurts." Qin Yun immediately stopped and said with frown, "If you continue, the turtle tattoo will split and tear your face. What a vicious delinquent girl. Isn't that so?" Peng Hantao sighed in despair. This kind of rune contains a thread of soul. It is a soul with its own consciousness. Moreover, the blood spirit power inside the rune is very special. It is filled with destructive power and also contains poison. After careful observation, Qin Yun said, "When someone tries to destroy the rune, that thread of soul will control the rune to release power and cause pain to your face." Peng Hantao said with bitter smile, "If I continue to destroy the rune, that damn turtle tattoo will split open and tear my face. Even my head will be smashed. Hee. This is not difficult for me." Qin Yun released the nether moon. Everyone knows that Qin Yun has a very powerful nether moon. After Peng Hantao saw this, he cannot help but feel shocked. Qin Yun laughed, controlled the nether moon to release a black light that hit Peng Hantao's cheek. After being hit by the black light, the green turtle tattoo immediately dimmed down. Then Qin Yun released the nether sun's devouring power and absorbed the energy inside the turtle tattoo. The thread of soul inside the turtle tattoo was also absorbed by the nether moon. Finally, he used the blood spirit power to erase the turtle tattoo. "All right." Qin Yun stored the nether moon and said with a smile. Peng Hantao touched his left cheek and discovered that it is no longer swollen. He took out a mirror and looked at it. Then he jumped up and shouted, "Big Brother, you are truly my blood-related Big Brother." He is so excited that his eyes are brimming with tears. "I told you that I have a way," Qin Yun said with a smile. That delinquent girl is truly vicious. I must teach her a lesson. Forget it. The people behind her are very powerful. I will be satisfied if I can restore my handsome appearance. Peng Hantao said with smile. Qin Yin sat down and said with smile, Brother Peng, when you fought me before, you released your inscription spirit form. How did you do it? I want to ask you for guidance. This is too easy, Peng Hantao said. Of course, this is my Peng family's ancestral secret technique. If I can master this secret technique, it will be very easy to accomplish. Can you teach me? Qin Yun asked. Of course I can, Peng Hantao said with smile. You are my big brother. What can't you teach me? Oh, that's right, big brother. I remember that you obtained your inscription spirit after birth. Qin Yun nodded. I fused with it later. Could it be that I can't do it? Peng Hantao shook his head and said, It's not that I can't do it. It's very difficult. But once it is done, its might will be very strong, and its form will be very strange. I'm also not too clear about the specifics. The inscription spirit Qin Yun obtained was not something he was born with. It was fused with later on. Then teach me, Qin Yun said. All right, I will teach you the secret technique first. Just as Peng Hantao was about to begin, his devil mirror shook. He took out the devil mirror. After receiving the message, he laughed loudly and said, Big brother Qin, my father has also been hit. A turtle has been painted on his face. Senior Peng Huxiong? Qin Yun said in shock. How did he also get hit? He wanted to find that delinquent girl to help me get rid of the turtle tattoo. I didn't expect that he would also lose his life. Peng Hantao said with smile. Chapter 1817. From the divine palace, Peng Hantao looked at the devil mirror and chuckled. He only told his father not to worry. He did not say that the turtle tattoo on his face has already been removed. Big brother, you don't know. My father laughed at me all day long when I had a turtle tattoo on my face. Now, it's my turn to laugh at him. Peng Hantao laughed loudly and said, Let's quickly go see him. Peng Huxiong and the other Peng family members are all near the Imperial Race Divine Palace. Their relationship with the Imperial Race is very good. Heartless Immortal Venerable is also inside the Imperial Race Divine Palace. Even the Immortal Desolate Holy Palace is flying near the Imperial Race Divine Palace. Now, the Immortal Desolate Righteous Alliance is centered around the Imperial Race. Big brother, don't worry about the Outer Heaven Domain people. With us here, those guys won't dare to go find you. Peng Hantao said with smile. He doesn't know that Qin Yin can already conceal the energy fluctuation of the Divine Universe Golden Stone. Qin Yin controlled the heaven-leaping shuttle and very quickly arrived near the Imperial Race Divine Palace. The Imperial Race Divine Palace is still near the huge heavenly crater. Xieyang is also here. And in the sky near the heavenly crater, Holy Sun Ancient City, Immortal Desolate Holy Palace, Nether Sex Heavenly City, as well as other righteous sects and families are all gathered in the vicinity. Qin Yun now arrived at a large mountain floating in the sky of the Peng family. There are many caves on the mountain. Peng family people are living in those caves. After Qin Yun's heaven-leaping shuttle arrived, he put on his mask and flew towards a relatively large cave with Peng Hantao. As he flew over, he also looked at the Emperor Clan shrine in the distance. A group of very mysterious and very strong inscription technique people have arrived at the Imperial Race Divine Palace. Qin Yun is somewhat worried that they are rushing towards the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range. Qin Yun followed Peng Hantao into a cave on the Peng family mountain. Peng Hantao is still wearing a mask. His face was previously made into a turtle tattoo, and he often covered his face. Therefore, the Peng family people feel that his current appearance is very normal. In one of Peng Jieshan's cave abodes, Peng Hantao brought Qin Yun there and laughed out loud. Dad, is the turtle on your face as big as mine? Peng Huxiong is a long-bearded old man. He came out from Stone Room, covered half of his face with his hand, and said with a low groan, Damn, Brad, you are still laughing at me. In order to help you, I want to find that sly girl, and now I've also fallen into her trap. Take your hand away. Let me see. Peng Hantao laughed. After Peng Huxiong let go of his hand, there was indeed a tortoise tattoo on his face. It was purple and much larger than Peng Hantao's, completely covering one side of his face. Peng Hantao was already laughing out loud. Peng Huxiong glared at him angrily and said, "What are you laughing at? Don't you also have a turtle mark?" Peng Hantao took off his mask and laughed. "Dad, look at me. My turtle tattoo is gone." Huh. Peng Huxiong was very surprised and asked, "Don't tell me you went to that sly girl's crotch?" "Of course not. This big brother helped me get rid of it." Peng Hantao patted Qin Yun's shoulder and said with a smile, "Greetings, senior. I am Qin Yun." Qin Yun took off his mask and said with a smile, Qin Yun." Peng Huxiong looked at Qin Yun in shock and said with a smile, esteemed guest. You should have told me earlier so that I could properly entertain you." Peng Huxiong walked over and hit Peng Hantao's head. He scolded with a smile, "You brat, why didn't you tell me earlier that an esteemed guest was coming? There's no need to entertain me." Qin Yun said with a smile, "Senior, let me get rid of the tortoise tattoo on your face first." All right. Heavenly Master Qin is truly amazing. Any problem regarding inscription is nothing in front of you." Peng Huxiong sighed with emotion. During this period of time, he frequently met with the inscription masters of the inscription family in the inscription world. He also understood Qin Yun's level in the field of inscription. In addition, Qin Yun had previously restrained the poisonous insects of the Sun Spirit race, so his level in the field of inscription was also recognized by the industry. After Qin Yun released the Nether Moon, just like before, he quickly got rid of the tortoise tattoo on Peng Huxiong's face. Peng Huxiong praised Qin Yun's high level of inscription while feeling very grateful. At this time, Peng Hantao took out a compass used to probe the sun god crystal. He activated the left side of the compass and said in shock, "Big brother, why can't I detect the fluctuation of your divine universe golden stone? The energy fluctuation of the divine universe golden stone has been suppressed by me," Qin Yun said with a mischievous smile. The box of the divine universe golden stone is placed in the 8th secret room. The walls of the 8th secret room are made of dragon eggshell material. Heavenly Master Qin is truly amazing. The fluctuation released by your watermelon-sized divine universe golden stone is very strong, but it was actually suppressed by you. Admirable. Peng Huxiong sighed in amazement. Qin Yun's divine universe golden stone is not as big as a watermelon. It is just a rumor outside. This also caused the people of the outer heaven domain to want it even more. Big brother Qin, you should put on your mask. Don't expose your identity. It will be better this way, Peng Hantao said with a smile. Is it because I'm more handsome that you're afraid that I'll steal your limelight? Qin Yun laughed and then put on his mask. Peng Hantao said with a smile, "Of course not. Although you are almost more handsome than me, I don't feel any pressure standing next to you." Peng Huxiong said, "Heavenly Master Qin, why don't you come with us to the Emperor Clan Divine Palace? In the plaza in front of the gate, we'll teach that sly girl a lesson." Speaking of that sly girl, Peng Hantao is also very angry. He nodded and said, "That little delinquent girl is truly too sinister. She deserves a lesson." All right. Qin Yun also wants to see what kind of background those mysterious people have. He used the magic mirror to contact Princess Anya. Princess Anya said that she is in seclusion in the Dragon Manor and has not come out for a period of time. She doesn't know the situation outside. After contacting Elder Qin said that those people are from the outer heaven domain. He doesn't know the specifics. Only a few clan kings know their origins. Finally, Qin Yun can only contact the immortal desolate Dragon Emperor. Those bastards are from a Nine-Yang Divine Palace. Immortal desolate Dragon Emperor's angry voice transmitted into Qin Yun's mind through the magic mirror. He coldly snorted. An extremely arrogant group of people. Ignore them. From a Nine-Yang Divine Palace? Are you sure? Qin Yun is very shocked. The Nine-Yang Divine Palace that has disappeared for many years actually sent people to the immortal desolate. I'm very sure. Little floating cloud They definitely have a purpose in coming to the immortal desolate. I'm guessing that it's extremely likely that they're here for you. You have the Divine Universe Golden Stone in your hands, and you're also a member of the Imperial Clan. Immortal Desolate Dragon Emperor said, the few clan kings of the Imperial Clan all want to contact the Nine Yang Divine Palace, so they treat them very well. Qin Yun is somewhat doubtful. Does the Nine Yang Divine Palace really want my Divine Universe Golden Stone? Don't they have any other purpose? Immortal Desolate Dragon Emperor thought for a moment and said, yes, they're secretly discussing to go to the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range. That is also a Sun Holy Land. As expected, Qin Yun said, recently, the Imperial Clan and the Dark Royal Race all want to go to the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range. I know, there's a very mysterious thing hidden inside. I heard that it's related to the Nine Yang Royal Race and the Nine Yang Divine Palace. Immortal Desolate Dragon Emperor said, Xiao Fuyun, where are you, brat? Is that girl Yu Qing all right? Yu Qing. She went out. She might have gone to the Guanghan Palace. Qin Yun said with smile, I'm preparing to go to the gate of the Imperial Clan Divine Palace and compete with those people from the Nine Yang Divine Palace. Don't cause trouble. Immortal Desolate Dragon Emperor said, you have the Divine Universe Golden Stone on you. Don't worry. The energy fluctuations of the Divine Universe Golden Stone have been suppressed by me. Senior, where are you? Do you want to come and take a look? Qin Yun said, I will compete with them in inscription. You can really suppress the energy fluctuations of the Divine Universe Golden Stone. Immortal Desolate Dragon Emperor is very shocked and said, all right, I'll go immediately. I'm also near the Imperial Clan Divine Palace. I love watching you play dirty. Qin Yun also plans to use the dragon egg shell to make even more things in the future. He can completely hide the fluctuations of the Divine Universe Golden Stone. This way, it will be very convenient for him to secretly use the power of the Divine Universe Golden Stone. Peng Huxiong and Peng Hantao, father and son, are wearing masks, pretending that the turtle tattoo on their faces is still there. Qin Yun followed behind them and headed towards the gate of the Imperial Clan Divine Palace. Other people of Peng family received Peng Huxiong's notice and immediately rushed over to support them. After Qin Yun arrived at the gate of the Imperial Clan Divine Palace, the Devil Mirror suddenly received Shimen Dazhuang's sound transmission. Boss, where are you? Something big is going to happen at the gate of the Imperial Clan Divine Palace. Ancient era Peng family wants to challenge the inscription masters of the Imperial Clan. A few inscription families are going to watch the show. Oh, Qin Yun did not say that he is at the gate of the Imperial Clan Divine Palace. The plaza of the Imperial Clan Divine Palace's gate is currently very spacious and empty. There are only Qin Yun and others. Peng Huxiong called the elders of the inscription families and the inscription world. They are all on the way. Because before, Peng Huxiong was humiliated by the people from the Nine Yang Divine Palace. This time, he also wants to make the people from the Nine Yang Divine Palace make a fool of themselves. The people from the Dark Royal Race are all here. Peng Hantao said in low voice, Dad, why are they here? These guys are nearby. They saw so many experts coming, so naturally they also came take a look. Peng Huxiong groaned and said, a group of meddlesome dogs. Qin Yun also knows the background of these mysterious people. They are from the Nine Yang Divine Palace. It means that their inscription level is very good. Princess, the people from the Nine Yang Divine Palace are here. Qin Yun contacted Princess Anya and said, if you can come out now, come to the gate. I want to compete with them in inscription and probe their foundation. The people from the Nine Yang Divine Palace are here. This is not a good thing. Princess Anya is very shocked. These guys must be going to the Cloud Dragon Mountain Range. I will immediately rush to the gate. Princess Anya is the reincarnation of the Nine Yang Divine Maiden. Moreover, she has died several times in the past few years. Although her current memories are fragmented, she still understands the Nine Yang Divine Palace quite well. Qin Yun asked Princess Anya to come so that she can provide some help at a critical moment. Big brother, don't be afraid of those guys. With your strength, you can easily beat them up. Peng Hantao said, "After this matter is over, remember to teach me the secret technique of inscription spirit transformation." Qin Yun said with a smile, "I'll give it to you now." Peng Huxiong took out a pearl and said, "This is a memory pearl. Read the memories of the secret technique, and you will be very familiar with it." Chapter 1818. Chapter 1818. Dragon Transformation, Tao, Evolution. After Qin Yin obtained the secret technique, he wanted to learn it immediately. Mastering the secret technique is not easy. It will take a lot of time. Peng Huxiong said, "As for how to successfully make inscription spirit take human form, we can't teach you, because different people have different methods." Peng Hantao said with smile, "Big brother, don't be anxious. With your talent, you will definitely succeed. You can't make inscription spirit take human form to be that powerful. If you can, it will definitely be incredible." Qinya nodded. Peng family people arrived one after another. Peng Huxiong is the family master of Peng family, and their Peng family specializes in inscription. Now that their family master and son suffered a great loss, their Peng family people are very angry. Peng Huxiong said that he found a strong person to help them, so the Peng family people immediately rushed over. There are not many Peng family people, but each and every one of them is very strong. After all, they are people of the ancient era. They have cultivated for many years. Inscription masters from the inscription world and inscription aristocratic families arrived one after another. Qin Yin saw Shimen Dazhuang and Shimen Taigon. Shimen Qinglian is also here. She is beside Shimen Dazhuang. Shimen Dazhuang didn't recognize Qin Yin. Elder Qin and other elders who appeared later also didn't recognize Qin Yin. Qin Yin secretly relaxed because even people who are familiar with him can't discover him, let alone others. The Heaven Leaping Shuttle is inside his nine-sun divine soul, and the divine universe golden stone is inside the Heaven Leaping Shuttle. Now, the divine universe golden stone's power fluctuation has been suppressed. Outer heaven domain people can't find him. Not long after, more than 10 people wearing white robes. Their bodies are filled with cold and aloof aura. They slowly floated out of the Emperor Clan Divine Palace's entrance. These people were the ones with mysterious origins. They are from the Nine Sun Divine Palace. These people are all youngsters. They're no middle-aged or old people. This means that their older generation doesn't care about this kind of thing, so they didn't come out. Immortal Desolate Dragon Emperor and Scarlet Sun Dragon Mother came. They know that Qin Yin wants to compete with the Nine Sun Divine Palace people, so they came to take a look. Even Heartless Immortal Venerable came out to watch the show. It was Peng Huxiong who called him out. It must be known that Peng Huxiong and Heartless Immortal Venerable have known each other since last era. Their friendship is not shallow. Peng Huxiong did not inform Emotionless Immortal Supremacy that Qin Yun was beside him. However, Emotionless Immortal Venerable could tell that the person was Qin Yun, but he didn't say anything. He only felt very shocked because Qin Yun didn't have the divine power fluctuations of the divine universe goldstone. Princess Anya also came out. She stood alone in a place and watched quietly. The leader of the youths from the Nine Yang Divine Palace was a young girl with an oval face. Her face was delicate and her intelligent eyes were filled with disdain. Her white dress fluttered in the wind and was surrounded by a faint white glow. She looked like a fairy. "Big brother, this is that delinquent girl. Her name is Wang Xiangtong," Peng Hantao whispered. When Wang Xiangtong saw Peng Hantao and Peng Huxiong, she smiled tenderly and said, "You father and son are really disappointing. You're already like this. Yet you're still not willing to obediently beg me to help you get rid of the turtle marks." Wang Xiangtong, "I found a very strong helper. You are definitely not his match," Peng Hantao shouted, and then looked at Qin Yun beside him. The dozen or so youths beside Wang Xiangtong all looked at Qin Yun with disdain. Qin Yun only has the aura of an immortal emperor, and it is very faint. No matter how you look at it, he is a very weak immortal emperor. Wang Xiangtong said with sneer. Peng family master, you lost to me. Don't tell me you still don't understand my strength? Other powers are very interested in this group of mysterious youths, especially the Dark Royal race, because they can see that these youths are different from the masses. Furthermore, these youths' inscription technique is extremely brilliant. The runes they are using are very ancient and very powerful. The Dark Royal race was cut off from the Nine-Yang Royal race. Their inscription technique is not bad, so they can see that the runes used by these youths are related to the lost runes of the Nine-Yang Royal race. The inscription masters from the inscription world and inscription aristocratic families also saw the turtle mark on Peng Hantao's face before. They were also helpless against it, so they are very respectful towards these mysterious youths. At this time, some elders from the inscription aristocratic families and the inscription world brought the youths to get close to the Nine-Yang Divine Palace youths. Xiao and Qi families' inscription masters came over to flatter them. Peng Huxiong said, Miss Wang, although the cultivation of the friend I found this time is low, his inscription technique is very strong. If you defeat him, I will give you a very big sun god crystal. After speaking, Peng Huxiong also took out an apple-sized sun god crystal. It looks like a real apple. It is a dazzling golden crystal apple. This kind of sun god crystal is very popular no matter where it is placed. Therefore, when a youth from the Nine-Yang Divine Palace saw the dazzling golden crystal apple, his eyes immediately shone. Many powerful immortal emperors here are staring at the golden crystal apple in Peng Huxiong's hand with envy. Especially the Dark Royal race and other evil factions experts, they did not conceal their desire to snatch it. Some immortal emperors are unable to suppress the power within their body because of greed. What if I lose? Wang Xiangtong looked at the golden crystal apple. Her beautiful eyes flickered with extraordinary splendor. If you lose, I will draw a turtle on your face. Qin Yun indifferently said. All right. Wang Xiangtong smiled. How can I lose to you mortals? Let's begin the battle of inscription dome masters. Peng Huxiong nodded at Qin Yun. Qin Yun is not afraid of engaging in a battle of inscription. He also knows that this kind of battle of inscription dome masters has existed since ancient times. It is very popular in the inscription world. Previously, Peng Huxiong and Peng Hantao lost because their inscription do techniques are inferior to Wang Xiangtong's. Wang Xiangtong's cultivation is extremely high. Her body overflowed with several kinds of immortal emperor power fluctuations. She is at least a 5th-level immortal emperor. Inscription dome masters don't need to use the energy within their body. They only use the power of blood spirit and won't expose the aura within their body. Qin Yin can also fight without any worry. Sister Tong, that guy has just entered the immortal emperor realm. You should be able to take him down very quickly. A tall white robe youth beside Wang Xiangtong said with a faint smile. This youth is holding a long sword in his hand. Golden runes are flowing on the scabbard. Impressively, it is Dao Evolution Rune. Furthermore, his Dao Evolution Rune is Dragon Transformation. Seeing the rune on his scabbard, a few old inscription masters from the inscription world exclaimed in admiration and started discussing. The rune on that youth's scabbard seems to be Dragon Transformation Dao Evolution Rune. An old man said in shock. This kind of Dao Evolution Rune is extremely profound. Was it created by him? Dragon Transformation Rune, Dao Evolution Rune. Runes created by the combination of these two are very terrifying. Another old man exclaimed in admiration. Wang Xiangtong heard people discussing and smiled proudly. This is my big brother Wang Xianquan. He is the strongest inscription master among us youngsters. He has 3 inscription spirits. 3 inscription spirit youngsters. This immediately caused the inscription masters present to burst into an uproar. They are all extremely envious. Wang Xianquan saw a group of powerful old inscription masters casting envious gazes at him. He is secretly proud and said with a faint smile, It's just 3 inscription spirits. It's not surprising. 3 inscription spirits, it's actually not surprising. This caused the hearts of many old inscription masters to twitch. It is already very good for them to have one inscription spirit, and to have 3 is not surprising. This is a great blow to their confidence. I only have 2, but it's enough. Wang Xiangtong walked towards Qin Yun and sized him up. She said, with a disdainful smile, I have 2 inscription spirits. Are you afraid now? With your level, you still want to draw a turtle on my face. You are truly overestimating your capabilities. Peng Huxiong said, Miss Wang, stand in position, prepare to begin. The rules of Inscription Dome Master Battle is that they need to be separated by a certain distance. Wang Xiangtong waved her hand and released a stone table. She said with a smile, stand on top of the stone table. If you fall from the stone table, you lose. All right. Qin Yun did not even think about it and directly agreed. 2 stone tables are separated by 100 meters. They're placed in front of the entrance of the Emperor Clan Divine Palace. Other people also floated in the air one after another, leaving the entire plaza in front of the entrance for Qin Yun and Wang Xiangtong to fight. After last time's battle with Peng Hantao, Qin Yun also comprehended the crux of inscription battle. He also comprehended many inscription do techniques. Seeing that Qin Yun and Wang Xiangtong are ready, Peng Huxiong also shouted, begin! At the beginning, Qin Yun and Wang Xiangtong released their blood spirit power. They extended their hands and quickly drew runes in the air. A ball of light appeared in front of them. Inside the ball of light, many runes are rapidly forming. From the beginning, the atmosphere is extremely tense because they want to see who will attack first. The runes they are drawing seem to be more complicated, so they did not attack first. This means that they are drawing defensive runes. This little girl really has some ability. Qin Yun used Extinction Spirit eye to look and is secretly alarmed. She is drawing totem runes. It looks like shield totem. Qin Yun is also drawing totem runes. It is Xian Wu totem runes. An old man from the inscription world exclaimed. Both of them are drawing totem runes, and their speed is very fast. It is still Sister Tong who is awesome. She can draw 4 lines. That guy can only draw 2 lines with 2 fingers on both hands. He is even inferior to Peng Hantao from before. The outcome is already decided. Wang Xianquan's calm and confident voice strangely spread in all directions. Wang Xiangtong's 2 fingers are drawing runes. Her speed is indeed extremely fast. Qin Yun has just mastered Inscription Do technique. Being able to draw 2 lines is already not bad. However, under the same situation of drawing totems, his speed is not slow at all. Because he has Totem Inscription Spirit and Beast King Inscription Spirit, they can increase his speed. Wang Xiangtong is a young girl, yet she has 2 Inscription Spirits and can draw 4 lines. This caused many elders of the inscription world to exclaim in admiration. They repeatedly praised her as a rare genius. Chapter 1819. Old Guy. The square shield that Wang Xiangtong made has many spikes on its surface. It is obvious that it can be used to attack. It is a shield totem and a rather high-level one at that. Immortal tier shield totem, pretty strong. Qin Yun said in his heart as he looked at the shield totem. You lost. Wang Xiangtong giggled and controlled the square shield to fly over. She is about to launch a very powerful shield attack. After being hit by such a powerful square shield, Qin Yun, who is standing on the stone table, will definitely fall down. Seeing this scene, everyone shook their heads repeatedly. Someone sighed and said, Old Peng is really something. He is simply messing around. That big guy's sun god crystal is going to be gone. That's right. Why would he believe a guy who can only draw runes on 2 paths? What a great loss. They didn't even get rid of the turtle tattoo on their faces, and now they lost a very large sun god crystal. Wang Xianquan shook his head and said with sneer, The immortal desolate is truly backward. How can the people here be so ignorant and arrogant? When the square shield rushed over, the ball of light in front of Qin Yun suddenly exploded. The black tortoise that looked like a giant turtle suddenly roared. Hearing this beast roar, all the inscription masters present are emotionally moved. Their hearts are filled with shock as they stared at the black tortoise with wide eyes. Wang Xianquan was still sneering earlier, but now his expression is grave. He is also looking at the black tortoise in shock. Young Master Wang, that is the black tortoise totem, someone said to Wang Xianquan. I know. Wang Xianquan coldly snorted and said, that guy is really hiding his strength. Black tortoise is a powerful divine beast. Now that the black tortoise totem has appeared, it immediately shocked everyone present and caused a sensation in all directions. Peng Huxiong also laughed loudly. He was extremely nervous just now and thought that Qinyan was going to lose. Peng Hantao heaved a sigh of relief and said with a smile, I knew Big Brother wouldn't disappoint us. The black tortoise totem that suddenly appeared easily shook away the shield totem. After all, it is a divine beast totem. It is much higher than ordinary shield totem. The little black donkey is watching the duel through the magic mirror from a distant place. Ha ha, that masked guy is the boss. He's using my black tortoise god's totem. My god's totem is so awesome, it can send that bullish asterisk T shield totem flying. The little black donkey was very excited. It smiled at the black rat and Bai Zhe beside it. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? It really is boss. Strange, there are so many powerful fellows here, but none of them recognized the boss. Could it be that the divine universe goldstones on him no longer produce divine power fluctuations? Hey Shu said in shock. Definitely. Boss is awesome. He solved this problem so quickly. Bai Zhe laughed. Boss doesn't need to be chased by the outer realm anymore. The little black donkey suddenly cried out in excitement. Look, the black tortoise has been activated. This great deity's black tortoise totem has transformed into the black tortoise divine armor to protect boss' fragile body. With this great deity's black tortoise totem protecting his body, boss will be invincible under the heavens. Ha ha ha. After the black tortoise totem bounced off the shield totem, it flew to Qin Yun and enveloped him. As for Qin Yun, he released the power of the blood soul to maintain the black tortoise totem. If not, it would dissipate in no time. In the opening exchange, Wang Xiangtong was at a disadvantage. Not only her shield totem was bounced off, it has also been messed up. The shield totem won't be able to last long and will be completely destroyed. Sister Tong, quickly repair the shield totem. Wang Xianquan shouted. He is no longer as calm as before. Wang Xiangtong gritted her jade like teeth and glared at Qinyan. Then, she quickly started drawing runes to repair the damaged shield totem. Repair? I want to see how long you can last. Qinyan snickered in his heart and quickly drew runes. Everyone knows that Qinyan is drawing offensive runes. This time, he is drawing Star and Moon Sword rune. With Star Lord, Moon Lady, and Weapon King, these three inscription spirits can allow him to quickly draw powerful Star and Moon Sword runes. One must know that Star and Moon Sword runes are Dao evolution runes. They are very powerful. Wang Xiangtong's best choice is to repair the shield totem because she is in urgent need of defense. She also did not expect that Qinyan would be able to quickly draw Divine Beast Totem from the very beginning. Furthermore, he is only drawing runes on two paths. This means that either Qinyan has mastered Inscription Spirit, or he is very familiar with Divine Beast Totems. Peng Hantao said with a smile. The outcome has been decided. Previously, when he fought Qinyan in Inscription, he lost miserably because the Qinyan he faced at that time did not understand Inscription battle techniques at all. However, Qinyan was still able to quickly comprehend battle techniques during the battle. Coupled with his deep foundation, he was able to draw very powerful runes to defeat him. I won't lose. Wang Xiangtong's shield totem has already been repaired. Sister Tong, don't attack. Use your shield to defend. Quickly draw offensive runes to disturb him. Wang Xianquan said anxiously, that guy is very strange. He is drawing a very powerful offensive rune. I'll disturb him right now. Wang Xiangtong shouted. She used her hands to draw runes in 4 directions. In the blink of an eye, she used runes to draw an axe. The axe spun in the air, bringing with it heavy fluctuations. It shot out whistling sounds as it pierced through the air. With a single glance, one can tell that it is a very powerful attack. The black tortoise totem on Qin Yun's body suddenly flew out. It roared at the spinning axe and directly shattered the runes on the axe. Then, the black tortoise totem once again returned to Qin Yun's body. Ha ha! This great god's black tortoise totem is awesome. The little black donkey looked at the magic mirror and laughed loudly. Wang Xiangtong underestimated the power of the divine beast totem and also underestimated Qin Yun's inscription battle technique. Because, in her opinion, an inscription battle master who can only draw runes on both sides must be a rookie. However, Qin Yun did not seem like a rookie in any aspect. Instead, he is an old schemer. Peng Huxiong and Peng Hantao both laughed treacherously. Sister Tong, release your strongest blood soul power and strengthen the shield totem. Wang Xianquan shouted. That guy's offensive runes are very strong. Everyone could tell that Wang Xianquan was going crazy from anxiety. The people of the inscription world and inscription family are all very surprised who the helper that Peng Huxiong and his son found is. They actually have this kind of level. Wang Xiangtong only felt a great deal of pressure. The ball of light in front of Qin Yun suddenly disappeared, and a long sword that flickered with cold light flew out. The long sword was formed from runes, but the runes on it are flowing and changing. When Princess Anya saw those Dao Yin runes, she knew that the outcome was decided. It's the Dao Yin rune. Wang Xinchuan's exclamation was filled with anxiety as he shouted, Sister Tong, quickly dodge. Wang Xiangtong stamped her feet and immediately jumped off the table. Xiao! The star and moon sword runes flew out. Just that kind of aura is extremely frightening. Boom! The long sword formed from runes stabbed into the shield totem, causing a loud explosion. The shield totem was shattered, and the stone table also exploded, turning into powder. The star and moon sword runes did not dissipate. Instead, they flew back to Qin Yun's body, and the blood soul power inside returned to his body. The black tortoise totem that wrapped around his body also suddenly entered his body. The blood soul power has been retracted by Qin Yun. We won. Peng Huxiong chuckled. The surrounding inscription masters are all dumbstruck, because they saw a very mysterious and very rare Dao Yin rune. Princess Anya is also somewhat astonished that Qin Yun could actually master it so quickly. Wang Xianquan flew down and landed beside the dazed Wang Xiangtong. He sensed the aura of the totems and said with a frown, that guy's blood soul power is very strong. There is actually such a person in the immortal desolate. Big brother, I've lost. Wang Xiangtong threw herself into Wang Xinchuan's embrace and burst into tears. She could not bear this kind of grievance. Sister Tong, that guy's an old fox. He can't really only draw runes in two ways. Maybe he just wants you, or us, to deliberately underestimate him. Wang Xianquan said in a low voice. This made Wang Xiangtong feel even more upset. Because others deliberately let her win, she actually lost. Qin Yun really can only draw runes in two ways. Peng Hantao chuckled and said, Miss Wang, you lost. I want to draw a turtle on your face. Ha ha, don't act shamelessly. Wang Xiangtong stopped crying and shouted, How about this? Don't draw a turtle on my face. I'll help you get rid of the turtle on your faces. Peng Hantao and Peng Huxiong took off their masks. There were no more turtles on their faces. Seeing the father and son duo's sinister smile, they knew that they deliberately hid this point to make Wang Xiangtong overlook it. These two treacherous thieves, someone cursed in a low voice. Wang Xiangtong is startled. She can only hug her head and cry bitterly. She knows that she has been tricked. Immortal Desolate Dragon Emperor also shook his head with a smile. He knew that with Qin Yun taking action, there might be people crying for their parents. I'm so beautiful. Can you bear to do it? Wang Xiangtong cried and shouted. I'm so handsome, yet you are willing to do it. Peng Hantao curled his lips and said, Big brother, go over and draw a big turtle on her little face. Qinyan really walked over. Wang Xianquan shouted, drawing a turtle on Sister Tong's face. You're just venting your anger. You won't get any benefits at all. Since you are all mature people, you should value benefits more, right? The turtle tattoo on Peng Hantao and Peng Huxiong's face is very difficult to remove. They previously found many famous heavenly inscription masters, but none of them could do anything. Now that the turtle tattoo on their faces has been removed, it is obvious that it was done by the helpers they invited. Although the youths of the Nine-Yang Divine Palace are rather arrogant, they still want face. Therefore, even if they lost now, they did not just leave. If they really ran to the Emperor Race Divine Palace to hide, Qin Yun and company would not be able to do anything to them. They did not want to act shamelessly. They just wanted to resolve this matter in a more appropriate manner. Give us such a big sun god crystal, Peng Huxiong said, then shook the golden apple sun god crystal in his hand. We don't have that big. Wang Xianquan took out a Longan-sized sun god crystal. It's only this big, do you want it? Yes. Peng Huxiong shouted with a smile. Such a big sun god crystal is also very precious. He walked over and took the sun god crystal. He weighed it in his hand and then handed it over to Qinyan. Qinyan took it and felt that the sun god crystal is very heavy. The inside is filled with violent divine power. He is very satisfied as he put away the sun god crystal. To be able to invite such a person. You guys are awesome. Wang Xianquan looked at Qin Yun and snorted. Young Master Wang, do you want to have a round with my big brother? Peng Hantao chuckled. Forget it. I'm just a junior. Sparring with this kind of old fellow will only be asking for trouble. Wang Xianquan looked at Qin Yun in displeasure and said with a snort, You're already a senior, yet you're still playing this kind of trick. Truly shameless. You're tuning in to the Warrior Lore YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.